It's on me. Okay, so we are live. This is ChadO with ATX Comedy Review. Got Zach Leboza as always, and back again is Monford Davis. Yep, he has shown back up for the second time. Swore to God he was going to be here, but as you can see, he is not here. So we're going to have a conversation about Monford again. He's tagged in this. We'll see if he fucking comes in. But yeah, he was posting, or we messaged back and forth all week about him coming out. He was excited about it, so hopefully he's dead. You know, that's all I gotta say.
That's best case scenario.
Yeah,
he's in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah, he's in a ditch. He's dead and not here. So that's what we assume happened to Monford because he didn't call a no show, and we're just worried sick. You know,
we can't believe it.
Again,
we're doing a very your mom's house thing where it's us, and then half hour in, our guest might show up.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to do.
Lucky.
And hey Zach, on that camera right there,
yeah.
Can you turn it a little bit to your left so you're in it? Or actually, just maybe hit more on the wide shot. Go to the W there. Oh wait, that's mine.
This one?
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're good now.
Is this still good?
Yeah, I'm good now. Now I'm good. It's fine. All right, I'm high.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, and we are live still, and we still have no guest. Okay. Well, yeah, brother. We had an eventful week, though. You and I. We had some new shows happening. We had
new club opened.
Yeah, new clubs, new shows, new everything. But new jokes.
Me?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Just the same old wife-beating material that I'm so well known for in this area.
Oh, hey, so you're taking my material now?
Yeah. You know. We've gotten so close doing this podcast. What's mine is yours, same man.
Ah, so now you've met my wife.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So yeah, brother. So Monday we did Kill Tony. Sunday we did Kill Tony also, right? That was this week.
Was it this week?
Was it this week?
I don't know. Let's pretend it was this week. This week Kellen got on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that was a Monday though, right?
Yeah.
So Kelly got on Monday, and then was that Sunday this week?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
This is how fucking fast comedy goes because you're up every day till like 2 a.m. You're drinking or smoking or both, possibly doing other shit, and you're just like, you don't remember what day it is ever. That's why Mumford might not be here. He might think it's a Friday.
It's
like,
still Saturday for him.
Yeah,
that's what's happening. He's on Saturday schedule, but or he might be on a show. Who knows?
But it is funny. So me, you, and Kellen walked back to Rainey together, and I was kind of telling him because he didn't get Secret Show, and he had his gel blaster. And I was like, dude, you don't seem upset. You don't seem excited. Like you were on Kill Tony again. Isn't that?
Pull that mic a little bit closer. It's under the bucket there. You just have to yank it. There you go. Sorry.
You're good. And I was basically just like, are you excited? Are you bummed out about Secret Show? And he's like, I don't know. I try not to let things get to me. I don't let them go up or down. And he's like, talk to me tomorrow and we'll find out. And the next day I brought it up again, didn't say anything. And then we went to see John Wick 4, and like halfway through the movie, he's just like, hey man. I was like, yeah. He's like, I was upset I didn't get Secret Show. I was like, what the fuck?
He's got John Wick energy now. He's just, you know what? They fucking killed my dog. You know? Ready to take it out.
There's a blind guy killing people with guns, and he's like, it was upsetting to me. I was like, this movie's upsetting to me. This is horrible.
What wasn't it not the best Wick?
It's the same. It's exactly what I wanted going into it. It's a bunch of like crazy action and Keanu Reeves being fucking hilarious. Like him, every line he had, I think I laughed. He speaks like 6 times in the movie, and he's just like, yes, kill them all. And I'm like, dude, this guy's insane.
He probably gets paid per line in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
They're probably trying to save it's like $1 million a line.
Well, I wonder too, like their script has to be so short because it's like line and then like fighting in museum, fighting in.
My movie, The Story of a Gun, is a lot of action, and even the first scene, there's only like a few lines spoken. It's mostly Japanese, but I wrote so much detailed action, like what I expected to happen, that it filled in just as much. Yeah, so still a 120-page script, just because. Yeah.
A lot of people, like when we get scripts like that, we would usually be like, hey, give us like just a normal, like keep this one for yourself, and like when we ask for it, have it. But it's like also we just want one to like send to the actors and their agents, because they're not gonna read through all the action. They don't,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
agents are the fucking bane of existence of films, shit like that.
Just want to know their lines.
Yeah, they just want, oh, I say this, and then we're gonna train you. You know, the agent sells it to the actor, like they're gonna teach you how to like fight, they're gonna teach you this and that and whatever.
Yeah, because those action scenes, by the time it gets choreographed, whatever, it's not going to be like that at all.
And it is one of those like, okay, you have like a real cool shot in mind, so it's good for you to have like a shooting script or a day script to like, this is what I want to do for each scene. But
yeah, exactly. So that makes sense.
you storyboard it all out too, so.
Yeah, and that's the thing I never really did for my scripts was storyboarding.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never on the tight shot. This shot, I was in the moment. I like to, because like I like to see if like that actor deserves a tight shot, or if this should be a wide shot. You know, if it should. By like the second take, I'll start moving the camera around,
right,
and start filling out where that actor stands out the most or whatever, because it's not going to be that storyboard, I don't think.
Right.
You know, I guess that's kind of like how I do stage time too, is improvise more.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have an idea of a story or a joke, but I won't word for word it, because it'll be different by time this audience this audience might find something funnier than that audience, you know, before.
Well, I also feel like word for word is always like it's almost like a chain around your ankle. Like
it's a crutch more, because you need your book a lot of times. You need your notes a lot of times. You don't know just the story. You're looking for where did I say and where I pause here. You know, it's like that's a tough way.
Well, when people say they like write on stage, like I don't write full bits, but like if I decide to change it a little here or a little there, that's and then I'm like, okay, this is the best way it worked.
Yeah.
And that's the way I'm going to try and do it from now on.
Yeah.
But if for whatever reason something pops in my head different, I'll go for it.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be in that moment. You can't commit to that story or that joke like that. And that's another thing, is I'll write the whole thing out in essay.
Yeah.
You know, I'll write the whole, like, what I want to talk about, and then I'll remember the best parts of that.
Right. I mean, I just have ChatGPT write it all out for me.
Is that what's happening now? I did that for a couple of things. One of them was a soap bubble joke, and I had to do it in the style of Joe Rogan. Oh. And it was all talking about like how it's like a little alien observing things and whatnot. I was like, okay, I like that part. Then I had to do like in the style of Anthony Jeselnik, and then
it's one of those. It could be used to help, like, I don't think necessarily it could write your jokes for you,
right?
But it can help you like brainstorm different ways.
Well, because my punchline ended up being then a little F-18 came by and shot it out of the air, because all those things are fucking made in China.
Yeah.
So and then ChatGPT wouldn't do that at all. Yeah. So, but it gave me the little build up parts of it, and then I got my Chinese balloon joke in there.
No, on the way here, I was watching or listening to, while driving. I don't watch podcasts. Listening to Joe and Andrew Schultz, and they were talking about ChatGPT will not write in the style of Shane Gillis because they find him too offensive.
Right. So it did that for me yesterday. I was so when I did the Anthony Jeselnik and I did the Joe Rogan, I also asked for Tony Hinchcliffe style.
Okay.
And it would not do it in Hinchcliffe style. But before that, I was having to do jokes in the Hinchcliffe style. But then I did some other stuff, and I came back to it. And then by the time I came back to it, it's like, you know what?
Maybe not.
We shouldn't be doing that anymore. So, yeah.
Well, it's funny, too, because, like, say that the people... Because there are going to be comics that do use ChatGPT just to write out their whole set.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just going to be like...
It's going to be obvious as fuck. Yeah.
Well, and it's like, people don't realize the performance aspect. Because, like, even, like, top-of-the-line guys, they're like, oh, tonight wasn't a great night. My performance was off.
Right,
there's more to it. But ChatGPT refusing to cross certain lines is going to lead to the comics who are willing to cross those lines being much more favorable, because the audience is like, oh, we never see this ever.
Yeah,
all we
exactly.
Get is the neutered robot version.
Exactly. And it is a robot version. If you ask it to do its own jokes and not in any style, it's a straight up AI style of joke writing. It's like It's very robotic.
It's just set up punch.
Yeah, it's like JokeBot 2000. Yeah, awkward. It's just
Right.
It's not anything. But once you tell it a certain style, then it knows. Okay, now I know how this person sets up a joke. I know the build of it. So when I said do a joke about soap bubbles, or a single soap bubble float through the air, it knew what I was talking about. It did it so well that the setup was so good that I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna use that setup and then come up with my own punch. And, I would never do a joke about soap bubbles.
No, I know.
But what it did was it tied into my smoking weed and driving Uber, and then I was just pulled over at one moment, and I saw that's actually what happened. The single bubble floated by. And I was like, man, what would that be like if Rogan did a joke, and it just came up. I was like, you know what?
About that thing.
It's actually a fucking good joke. So I used it. Yeah.
Well, it's funny, too. So Jack at Roscoe's the other day, last night, he's at the punchline of his joke. He just set it up perfectly, was about to do the punch, and a fucking spider came down.
Holy shit.
And, that far as the chair. Yeah. And he's like, oh, there's a spider here. I was like, dude, you just ruined your
own joke. You got distracted like a fucking...
He's like, I'm sorry, guys.
Squirrel.
He's like, what the fuck was that? And he's like the least that kind of guy. He's very, like, in his lane, focused on whatever the fuck he's doing.
But just happened to catch him out of that
spider.
Moment. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
That's funny. And it's at, like, you guys had set spots at the newest club. Yeah. So how did that come about?
So, did you do the open mic there?
I did not do the open mic there. So that's where it came from?
Yeah, we did the open mic there. They had a show on Thursday that was apparently packed. The open mic was really good. The open mic had I'd say 30, 40 civilians.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, fuck. Especially Tuesday, if my options are drive all the way out to Cap City and wait in that fucking line and then not get on after waiting outside for 3 hours, or just go to Roscoe's and fucking do a show in front of a good audience.
And where's that located at now?
It's literally right by my pizza place. It's on E6. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Right by the Planned Parenthood also. So if you need an abortion and then want a quick laugh afterwards, come on by.
So we still get abortions in Texas?
You can't get them in Texas. Never mind.
We just tell you how to plan for that parenthood. Is what we fucking do. Yeah. We're gonna give you a fucking business plan for this shit.
But their green room's awesome. They have nice couches, nice chairs. They set up water, beer, booze.
Oh, that's cool.
Huge green room too. It's so they're gonna probably put in some other shit in there. It'll be. I mean, they're still soft opened right now.
Oh, so there'll be a pinball machine in there soon.
That's what everyone's been saying. Pinball machine. I was like, it's right next to the stage. Someone's bombing. A joke bombs, and you just hear bing, 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 bing.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how you know.
Everyone's like, well, you guys should get a pinball machine. I was like, are you guys retarded?
So when we would have our classes for our canvas class, it was a half wall separate my office from the classroom. Yeah. And we sit there literally be doing dabs in the back. You just hear it. Yeah. While there's guest speakers up there talking. And then you hear the fucking bong, and then just this cloud of smoke roll over the wall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They paid $300 to be there too. That's what they get. No, I'm kidding. It's campus education. That's what
campus education. Yes, we're doing it.
You're gonna learn it firsthand.
No, but it's going to be interesting because I gave up my East Austin. I was going to door guy there, and Roscoe's offered me 15 minutes. I was like, I'll take I haven't done 15 minutes in a year, because when you switch to Austin, when I switched to Austin, I lose all my clout I had in my last city. So they're like, can you do 15? I was like, yeah. I mean, it's been a while, but I'll fuck it. Yeah. So it's good to get that wrapped back in, start doing that again. And it's going to be interesting. So in the group chat, for the door guys and bartenders at East Austin, there's people are throwing shade. They're like, because I really like this club. And I was like, I also like the club. It's just,
oh, nice.
I was offered more time at a new club, and East Austin has its guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Roscoe's is trying to find its crew. If I could be on that crew, great.
Yeah.
East Austin, I have to wait for someone to leave. I'm not.
Yeah. You're on standby. You're on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you so the 15 minutes, was that your first time to do 15 since
I got down here?
Yeah. Wow.
So,
dang.
In Florida, rare. So it's really been New York. I did 15 a couple times a month, and then Florida maybe a few times in the 2-3 years I was down there. But it's,
wow.
that's the time you have to hit to do like a feature set.
Yeah,
20 minutes.
yeah. I thought I was gonna do 20 at the spot last night, and ended up doing 10. But around 8, I was like, "How much time is that?"
Yeah.
I was like, yes. But it was an interesting little deal. But let's see, that was Tuesday. You did the open mic,
The open mic's Tuesday.
and then you got the show by Thursday. Is that what that was?
I got the show. Oh yeah, they gave it to me like Thursday night. They hit me up and were like, "You want to come out Saturday?"
That's pretty fucking fast. That's a nice little turnaround.
So
yeah.
and they seem to be giving people opportunities. I'm seeing a lot of names that I don't see out. Like
Oh yeah, usually you get the typical
same
people on the
6
same
guys,
list.
yeah.
Yeah. So they're giving new people
Right.
opportunities on the list. That's nice.
which is what you want to see in new clubs opening up.
Yeah,
You wanna
yeah.
be like, all right,
No favoritism.
right.
Unlike these the picked list that we're gonna see tonight at the Mothership.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that 8 of them are random, but I'm pretty sure that 8 of them are not.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about this last week. It somewhat makes sense because it's like you want to keep having good shows so people keep coming and paying whatever the $5-10 it is to go watch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like we want the opportunities.
It's actually $40 to go watch that show.
$40 to watch an open mic.
Yeah.
So you do have to have.
You have to have some
you
killers
can't
at
have
the end of it. Yeah,
12
yeah.
assholes.
It's gonna be Bob in the back. Hey, Hinchcliffe, get in here real quick. We need somebody to close this show.
You can't have all 16 people be like, it's my first time doing comedy.
And then those 60 people would be like, "Yeah, I was on a show with Hinchcliffe."
Yeah.
Or whoever they get to pull in for that closer. Because I did see that Tony was closing like some of the just the random
Well,
mics.
some of it too is like if you really like comedy and you're in the room anyways, and it's like, I'm gonna go do 5. Is that go? You close it out.
I want to try a joke out.
Yeah.
I'm trying this bit. Let's give up something.
Well, I told Joe Bags. I don't know his real Baglia. Is his real name? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
He's blonde hair guy.
Yeah.
He was hosting, and like I kept getting bumped because like everyone else had like other spots to go do. I'm not that good. I don't think I want that.
You talking about Roscoe's?
At Roscoe's.
Man, he hosts everywhere, doesn't he? Joe.
Joe, yeah.
He's at the Mothership. He also does Creek in the Cave. Now he's doing some shows at Roscoe's.
Yeah, well, he's good. He's fucking funny.
Yeah,
he does East Austin a lot too.
He's I think up there with like Casey Rock. A lot. He's up. Yeah.
I got a story about KC next, but he was telling us in the green room. He's like, I got some new bit. I don't know. Like I didn't do it on stage tonight. Fuck, I forgot it. And I was like, dude, I kept getting bumped, so I got bumped all the way to being the last guy up. And the guy before me fucking crushes. Cam, he's from Florida. He's trying to move out here.
Oh yeah.
So like I knew him some in Tampa. I ran into him a few times, but Cam fucking crushed. And Joe's like, "What do you want me to say before I bring you on?" I was like, "Do your new bit." And he's like, "You want me to try it? The room's hot." I was like, "I don't give a fuck.
Oh, wow.
Try that. You know if your bit works or not.
Yeah,
Do it now. And if the room's dead when I get on stage, the room's dead. Who gives a shit? Like,
Yeah.
this is what happens. It's comedy.
I have
Like,
faith in him. That yeah.
It was a fine bit. It didn't crush, but like
That's interesting.
he'll work on it and make it work.
That a lot of comics think that way. They build it up and whatnot. I write so much new shit that I only try it like 2 times.
Yeah.
I write something new and I go to the next thing. So I really don't know if I have that. Yeah.
Well, I consider like if you've changed like the premise, if you tweak the premise or you tweak the joke, like I do consider it still a new bit. Like it's a new bit, but I've remelded the old one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like if you take an aluminum can, melt it down, make it a different. It's not the same can. It's
It's a Bud Light now. Did you try ChatGPT for any of your current bits?
not yet. I haven't even been on it yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm afraid. I'm horrified to go on it.
I've done it a few times, but I did it for like the tag writing mic when when he gave us a math prompt. So I was like, oh fuck. So I came up with like one math joke on my own. Then I tried ChatGPT and I tried it in the style of Sam Kinison, and it gave me a really good setup. And then it stopped itself, and it wouldn't give me the whole joke. It's like, oh wait, we can't do
It's
this.
too inappropriate.
Yeah, so I said, okay, we'll try somebody else, and then they gave me somebody else. And then I went back and I looked at the page, and it actually still finished the Sam Kinison joke on the side. And so I used a lot of it because it's all about being married. Like it was really good. I said, do a math joke about being married, and it was like, or do a math joke about dating or something like that. But he was like, it's whatever it was dating a hot chick is is a lot like math. You think stuff adds up, but eventually you find out she's an irrational number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that, you know. And then I was like, okay, so I took a little bit of that, and then there was a little bit of Anthony Justin X one, and then I took did all these different little pieces, and I ended up coming up with a really cool 2 plus 2. Like I added up all the way to the punchline, using all these different styles of bits, like all these different parts of math jokes,
Right.
And it made a whole bit that literally added up in the whole
Into that.
into the punchline. It was a really cool just a math joke. So I thought then I did another joke just on my own, but that math joke was so well intricately written with all these different styles and all these different parts that putting it together as the comic or the writer or whatever, it made something that I could never just sit down and write on my own. I would never have came up with a joke that adds itself together like that. And it was such a clever. There's so many clever puns in there of just math. And
So what was the prompt? Was the prompt just math?
yeah, it was like do 3 math jokes.
Okay.
And I think what a lot of people do is just do the little jokes on the thing. I always say okay, and then I come up with like actually try to do 5 minutes of the prompt. But
I always forget to sign up for that one. I feel
it's
like
fun.
I gotta do it at some point. I will, but
and plus you get to write for other people, and that's really where a lot of it gets your mind going. Because I end up coming up with a premise that from a tagline that I wrote for somebody that was similar to it's not based on their joke, but it spins off because the tag I came up with now is my own style and my own thing.
No, when you got your gears turning for writing, stuff comes out. So
and that's what it's all about. And that's what Alden really encourages with that is just sit there and you're gonna come up with new stuff for yourself. You're gonna help them come up with new stuff. It's all about just keeping that muscle warm.
Well, Kellen did the tag mic. And so we went through all his tags afterwards, and there's some that I'm like, the fuck does this even mean? And like he didn't tell me that they were other people wrote it.
Oh,
so I thought they were like his bits that he like, and I was like, well, what do you mean by that? He's like, I don't know. Didn't you write it? He's like, no. I was like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
No, it's everybody else writes tags for you.
Yeah. So I was like, the fuck is happening?
So I try to put a little like the grandma joke or what I try to do a little reference so they know which one it goes to, or talk about it enough so they know that it adds up.
Right.
But if you just give them a punchline, they're like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
I've gotten those before too. I'm like, this does not go to any of my jokes.
Yeah, I don't know where you're trying to fit this in.
Yeah.
Did you just want to put something in the bucket? Like,
Mumford said he'll be here at 3, by the way.
nice. See, we are doing your mom's house.
Yeah. Is that door
crushing.
is that door open by chance? Is that
I have
locked?
no idea.
I mean, is it up or down? Can you see the lock there?
It's sideways.
Yeah, that's perfect. I told him just walk on in, but it'd be funny if it wasn't open.
So we'll have a guest in 30 minutes.
About
20 minutes.
Yeah, who knows?
I always get like all the Facebook notifications. I'm like, who the fuck is hitting me up on? And then I'm
You
like,
should be sharing it right now.
I did.
That's what you should be doing. You should.
Well, why don't you tell me at the start
and share it?
Hey, Zach.
Every Sunday
share
at
it
2.
every time.
Every Sunday at 2 p.m. we go live from Facebook. So if you could share that, that'd be really nice.
I always share it after.
Yeah, I know. So you can share it while we're actually live. They don't have to watch it. They can interact with you. They can talk to you. And they can drop you those gifts. I'm just pushing buttons over here while you're doing that. So.
Someone liked a video. Someone's watching it from Florida. Hi, Wendy.
Oh, wow. See? And you didn't even share it. That's just me tagging you.
Now I'm watching myself. This is horrifying. I'm seeing my back.
There.
Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta turn this off. I have too much power.
Now you know where your bad angles are. You stop.
They're all bad angles.
Where's my I'm missing one of my gifts that I'm looking for. It's the one that it's it's my John Travolta looking around. Oh, there he is. There, okay, I found him. I got so many new things on this board. It's a lot of new sounds, but I do have the little bleeding eyes from Kill Bill. That's what people are feeling right now. Yeah, but
I'm gonna kill myself! Wow. I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
I have a lot
Fantastic.
of these.
Oh, somebody kill me, please!
A lot of suicide-based ones.
I don't know what I was feeling.
Which Adam Sandler movie is that? Is that Wedding Singer?
It is Wedding Singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have to kill all of you.
Do you know that one? Scrooged with Bill Murray.
For some reason, Wedding Singer I never got into.
Really?
I know it's some people's like favorite Adam Sandler movie.
That's my
It's
wife's
like-
favorite.
Yeah.
That and 50 First Dates. I guess
I like
Drew,
50 First
Drew
Dates.
Barrymore and Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
But I like Adam Sandler and
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. They're doing these mystery movies on Netflix right now.
Coming out Friday.
Yeah.
Check it out. Jeremy Gerlich directed it.
I thought the last one was really good.
Yeah.
Who's Jeremy? Do you know Jeremy?
Yeah, he's the guy that runs American High.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
He's like,
so I have to promote that.
nice, brother.
You'll see a lot of Instagram posts about Murder Mystery 2 this weekend.
Shut up! Oh my god, I don't care!
It is weird. So all the Adam Sandler movies are being run on like E and TNT right now, and I was like, I want because of the one coming out, and I'm like, does he make more money on the residuals of all his movies being run endlessly for 2 weeks, or the actual movie that's coming out Friday?
I assumed that that residual money has to be stupid money.
It's just, yeah,
It's just
ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah.
No, my girl's been watching all at it. I was like, what? Are you on like an Adam Sandler kick? She's like, they're on TV.
Do you know those Nickelodeon kids don't get
They
residual
don't get
money?
residuals?
Yeah, Drake and Josh, those guys.
Yeah,
they don't
none
get,
of them.
no, yeah, that's so fucking crazy.
Talk about a fucking gig.
But if you did a little spot on it, and you would get a residual
Yeah.
for
Well, you have
your
to be
day
over
rate.
18.
Yeah.
If you're over 18, they can't sneak in that clause in your contract.
That's so fucking crazy. Yeah.
Well, then think about the parents that were all too dumb to be like, no, what?
Yeah, they're the manager.
Yeah.
They should fucking know. That's
Well,
what
that's
it is.
also it's also why they like most of the Nickelodeon shows don't go long.
yeah.
It's because once they go too long, like once they have
Once
a
they hit
second
18?
contract. Well,
Yeah.
once they hit 18, they're fucked. But also like they'll sign them for like a 3-year contract because most of them go only 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we can't sign another contract because now you're smart enough to be like, where's my fucking residual money?
That's crazy. You Salute Your Shorts. Do you remember that from Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
I'm friends with Docu Lips. Michael. I can't remember his last name right now. Sorry, Mike. But I think about he has to sell like pictures and autographs online just to pay his rent a lot of times because these guys they got nothing.
Well, they go do meet and greets. They go do.
It still plays.
Yeah,
they still make it.
That's what's insane. Is
Yeah.
that there's people out there being like, yeah, I'll pay $40 for it. Whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, he probably does Cameo, I'd assume.
I think so, probably. But who cleans up on Cameo?
Who?
Fucking Kevin from The Office.
Really?
Yeah, he's like.
Oh, I could see that.
He's the number one Cameo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a fucking crazy one. Well, he was anyways at one time. I'm sure there's some foot fetish bitch on there now.
I got my brother a cameo of the mascot for the White Sox.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, they don't talk, So it's
it's just
just
like-
him waving, and then they just put stuff under.
How much
And
was
it's like-
that?
So they only had to film this once, and then one guy just had to
Holy
change the
shit.
subtitles. I think it was like $15.
Okay, well that's reason. That,
Yeah,
that
it's not
makes sense.
crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like, for one day shoot, and then there's just some guy like,
Yeah.
all right.
He gets 10 of that
Yeah.
dollars or 5 of that.
Well, and like knowing how the MLB and like sports franchise or like NHL, NFL, all of them, I'm
pay your
guarantee
licensing
you,
fees.
there's one guy who does all the mascots.
Yeah.
So the NFL takes 5 of the bucks,
It's just some fat
5 goes
producer
to the
smoking a
guy,
cigarette
yeah.
back there behind a keyboard.
and then 5 goes to the team.
Yeah.
So it's like I doubt the fucking mascot even gets.
He probably doesn't-
he
it's
gets
probably part of his salary.
He
It's
gets
probably-
one shoot. Yeah,
It's part of his contract. Yeah.
It's probably like he gets
parents' fee.
$1,000 for that shoot.
Yeah.
and then it's.
That's it.
Meanwhile, the club, the writer, and
Yeah.
NFL are cleaning the fuck up.
And you supported that shit. You supported mascot slavery.
Sorry, Southpaw.
Southpaw.
That's the
White
name.
Sox.
Yeah.
It's already a racist name, White Sox, and then you're named Southpaw.
Yeah.
That makes fucking sense. Yeah.
Nothing makes sense about the White Sox. Their stadium's got like 13 words in the name. It's like the guaranteed rate advantage field now. I was like, this is fucking retarded. Why did we do this?
Well, they guarantee your rate.
Yeah,
That's
I
our
love it.
gig, man.
Anyways, Casey Rocket. So
We have a Casey Rock. I should get him on the story. I bet he would show up early, fucking Munford.
would he be able to sit in the chair though? Would we have to have a
Fucking Tim
Steadicam
Warner
operator?
had to stand up. He stood up the whole time.
what?
Yeah. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. He's a ranter, So he had to stand up and have his energy. So maybe Casey,
wrong with people?
Casey just be walking around the fucking room.
The whole house.
I think he
jumping
does
over stools.
He does a podcast with William Montgomery. I think.
Yeah, I think so. And I think he sits.
Yeah, I think he sits down
calmly.
Yeah, that's just a character he plays on stage. It's just
It's fun. So that's kind of what my story is. So like, we were upstairs for Secret Show waiting for Owen, and Casey goes on, and the whole green room empties out.
Oh, they all go watch him.
They all know, like, hey, this guy, you have to see him. And like Scholes was there.
That's crazy. These are stories that you're going to hear about in 15 years. Whatever. That's
right.
Yeah.
So like, Hans is up there, Hinchcliffe, Red Band, Scholes, his boys, like all of them are like, we gotta watch Casey.
Yeah.
And it was so weird because I would watch them watch him, and I was like, Scholes is known for his like crazy laugh on his podcast. Fucking nothing.
Oh wow.
Like a couple chuckles, and I was like, are you? Like I was trying to figure out. I was like, are you focusing to get ready because you're going to do the Mothership in 5 minutes? Are you? Do you not get it? Are you like, what's going on in your head, bro? Like I so badly was like, how do you not find this fucking the funniest?
Andrew's really like laid back though, right?
Yeah.
He's very calm comic.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like looking at that as like
this is crazy. Yeah. Like, well, that's what I want to know. Is it just like this is crazy to me? I don't get it, or is it like a focus thing, or what is it? Or is the thing he does on his podcast more
well, maybe he's like, these aren't fucking jokes. They're just laughing at him running around and riffing.
Handing out Parmesan to people.
Yeah. But that's what he does. That's his gig. And you see it enough times that it is written. It's not written.
Yeah, it's not random.
Yeah. So
well, it's even, I was trying to explain him to some friends from Chicago, and I was like, he's like, there's no one like, I can't compare him to anyone. And they're like, well, what is it? And I found like a clip of him like a year ago doing Secret Show.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, it was still like frenetic energy, but it was way more contained.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, holy shit. Like,
so you saw him expand.
So then I watched that, and I was like, holy shit. It's wild to see like where he was and where he is now.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool to see.
So it actually, he grew it as a comic. You saw it grow.
Yeah, and change. And
wow, that's cool.
Well, that's the other. I don't think there's a ton of agencies out here.
Yeah, I think there's no. I don't know anybody who's like a manager of these comics or any of that stuff. In LA, everybody wanted to be a manager. Everybody had a connection to a comedy club they could book you on, and they're gonna take 10% of it or whatever.
But that's insane. Like you have all the tastemakers out here. Like Bobby Lee opened for Tom Segura. That's how big Tom Segura.
Yeah.
And it's like. So Tom's out here, Joe's out here, Tony's out here. These guys are key holders, more or less.
Well, you see...
Tim Dillon's out here a lot. He just did a 30-minute rant on how he hates the Comedy Store now, which is insane.
Yeah.
Mothership opened a week ago, and he's like, fuck the Comedy Store.
Never going back. I think they're... I was going to say, the manager... Like, I see Joe Rogan's manager around a lot. And I think he's probably Tony's manager. He's probably David Lucas's manager. I think he's all those guys' manager.
Right.
So once you get to a certain level, that's the guy who just steps in and goes, "Okay, I'll get you something." What you probably do. I heard Rogan talking about like to Andrew Schultz. Hey, let's go do some arenas.
Yeah.
Like what's your Hans Kim's doing arenas? You probably got that manager.
Right.
He's probably going to start. That's probably
right, but that's also my point. Is like Joe Rogan's deciding. Hey, I want you just come to an arena with me quick. It's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's like if you're that talent that's already under contract with someone else, like I hit up my buddy from CAA. I was like, "Do you have anyone out here?" And he was like, "No." It's like, are you like 7 of these guys are going to be millionaires?
Well, that's the thing is
in 4 years.
What if you do sign up a management and Rogan's like, "Hey, come do a whatever with me," and then you're like, "Oh, I run that by my manager," and he's like, "No." Well, you don't want that manager. You gotta
Well, like you could still do that. I mean, you don't have to run it by your manager. Tell your manager go fuck yourself, but you'd still owe him the 10%.
Right.
And then the second that contract's done, you go with Rogan's guy.
Yeah. I guess so.
Or you get out of the contract.
Well, yeah. That's the thing is these fucking contracts, man. Have you ever been locked into?
I've been locked into a few, but
when I first
they never fucking do anything.
Well, when I first optioned Mitch and Stu's Quest, it was they locked me into like a 6-month deal, and they said they knew all these, they knew all the actors I wanted for the movie or whatever. They didn't know anybody. It was just full of shit, but he locked me down for 6 months.
Yeah.
And I went and found all the actors I wanted for the movie, by the time it was done, then I was able to move it over. But it was 6 months of like I can't do shit with this,
Right.
But
Yeah, they're not helping. They're not.
no, it's a shelf.
Which is why it's important to get a good manager. But manager and agents for the most part are just fucking biting off a piece of your check.
Right.
So it's like the fact that there isn't someone out here who has some skill, like from LA, that's like a mid-level agent or manager was like, oh yeah, all the comics are coming to Austin,
Right.
and all the people who can make or break a career in a night are there.
Yeah.
I'll go out there, I'll rent out a small space to be my office and just start signing, like sign Fuzzy, sign all these guys. I think the max is like 2 years, 3 years in Texas. So like sign these guys. Who cares?
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
Casey Rocket. You can't sell Casey Rocket? Are you retarded? Sign like.
Yeah, there's definitely something that you should be able to do with him. Even
Yeah.
can you imagine putting him like on like a Seinfeld, like checking out somebody, like just a random background guy, like not even like featuring him, just like putting him in like as a mailman or whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
He'd be
funny.
wild.
Yeah.
He'd be insane. They'd be like, you have to hit your mark. He'd be like, I'm going to jump on it. Like, all right.
And then that's when it comes in and he takes over the show, like that I'm Dying Up Here show.
Yeah.
Where like Benny, the mailman, just fucking becomes the character of the whole show, of the serious show.
Well, but it is like the other Casey from down here, Shawarma, who now writes for SNL, like if she got that job, like other comics, big comics that she opened for and featured for, like suggested her to SNL. She sent in her stuff and got booked. Like if someone had her on, they're now getting 10% of whatever her deal is with NBC. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
what are you guys doing? Like, there's got to be money out here for agencies to make.
Yeah.
Even if it's just sending, all right, you're going to Nebraska this weekend, Lubbock next weekend, all these cities in Texas or states around it. You don't even have to do that crazy shit. And be like, you got feature, you got headline, whatever. There's people that can do it that are good enough, and definitely Nebraska would hire.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Is just find that person that wants to put you out there, do the work.
Right.
That's the thing is these agents and managers, they don't want to do the work. They want to make sure you already got the spot. You're already making the work happen, and then they'll come in and make sure you're doing it right, or look over that contract for you.
Yeah.
They don't want to go find the contract for you. That's work.
But it's not. All they gotta do is like send a video and be like,
Sorry, that's me echoing back.
all they have to do is be like, I'm with CAA or I'm with one of these bigger agencies that people know, and be like, yeah, they sent me out here. I opened up an office, and what booker in Texas is going to say no to an agent with that backing?
I wonder why agents aren't moving out of LA anyways. Why they're still there? I mean, it's such a pigeonhole on them. They should have. Hey, I want to move to Texas like everybody else is moving to Texas.
Right.
Yeah.
They should be following the talent.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's lions and stuff. There's animals that follow the little fish because they know the bigger fish are gonna come eat it, and then they can eat the bigger fish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, comedy, man, they seem like the bigger fish kind of push away the smaller fish. They try to separate themselves from that.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a tiered system, I would say.
Yeah.
So to your point, you do have to go out and make it for yourself, but at the same time, it's like that's what's so nice about now all these clubs being here. Like people will start having their guaranteed spots Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they can start calling. They can work out their shit. So they have it ready, and they could start calling clubs within 500 miles and be like, hey, can I feature? Do you have a feature spot for me? I'll drive the 4 hours to feature 5 days if you put me up and pay me whatever,
So that Roscoe's was a paid gig, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think I got $20 for 10 minutes at the spot. I don't know,
That's nice.
What kind of
40, baby.
For 15?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, it's good to be a paid comic now, huh?
Yeah. Hey, that means what's her face will consider you a real comic.
No, she'll never consider me a real comic. Amy Shaker.
That's what she said. She said once you get paid.
Oh, is that what it is? Once I get paid?
Yeah, that was her stance.
I can tell her now. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy. Wave the money in her face.
I got $20. Look at me. I'm a comic. I fucking tell you.
I told you I'd make it.
Yeah, it's the big days now. I was on a poster and everything. I wasn't even a special guest. I was actually featured on the poster.
There we go. Yeah. Dude, I remember someone made a poster of me, and I like sent them headshots, and they're like, I don't like it. And they just went on Facebook and found like old pictures of me.
I don't like it.
And like one, I'm shirtless. I was like, why? They're like, it's funnier. I was like, what are you doing? Are you fucking out of your mind?
It's not up to you. It's up to us.
Yeah. They're like, this will sell tickets. I was like, this is.
I'd be like, take your shirt off.
Yeah. I was like, what kind of tickets are we selling, you fucking lunatic? God damn.
I had to put the dog down my legs to sleep.
Well, that was the other funny thing about Schulz's and Rogan's podcast was, like, Rogan was like, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to have 2 open mics. It's like, could you imagine if a comic came up to you and was like, I only do 2 mics a week? And it'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You're not.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But those guys, they're doing 5, 6 a week. They're probably doing more than that because they're doing 2 a night, I think, too.
Yeah.
So I know the Rogan and Friends is twice a night.
Yep.
So and then they also are filling in with like those big shows. I know there's a Bottom of the Barrel show. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where like it's audience suggestions.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the challenge mic.
What's his face runs it? Brian Simpson.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
So yeah, it's they're pulling topics out of the barrel. They're riffing on that whole thing. Even Rogan did that. Tony Hinchcliffe did that. William Montgomery did that. And it's kind of cool because we go and do the challenge mic. We're pulling these topics out of a fucking barrel or whatever. And it's cool to see like the big guys.
Well, it's also to do it in like a real room.
Oh yeah,
because as much as I love Shooters being a Packers bar and stuff, but like it's a huge ceiling. It's got people who it's their spot that they black out at every night and take a cab home from. Like there's not people that are there for
going on. There's probably some gambling machines happening.
Yeah, someone's losing their kids' college fund, gambling it away
for candy, for mints. It's not for money.
But it is a cool spot. It's just like, could you imagine if the audience bought tickets, so wanted to go see it, and knew what was coming, knew that it was going to be like, oh, it's going to be not this shiny, polished thing. It's going to be right off the cuff. What do we got? Yeah,
100%. If you are paying $40 to go to a riff mic, you're going to put some topics in the bucket for one.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to get audience involved. They're going to see if their topic's being pulled. They're paying attention to it, and then when theirs does get pulled, they're going to be
excited.
Yeah. So definitely gets the audience involved and excited about that. Where as Shooters, we don't have that opportunity. It's the audience isn't putting topics in. It's the comics put topics in. It's it's Maggie mostly putting the topics in. Yeah. So if we didn't do something like that, maybe got the audience involved, maybe it would.
Right.
Yeah. Went around passing a little piece of paper. Hey, put a topic in.
Come on, get it. Yeah. But then again, there's only 5 people there.
There's a few more. There's like 7. Come on, man.
You're going to go up to the 4 guys gambling on pool and be like, hey, do you guys want to do a topic? And they'll be like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. All right, cool.
So the topic is...
fuck this guy.
Yeah, that's funny.
I remember one time someone just put in a dirty napkin. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what happens when you get the bar involved there, yeah.
So maybe we don't use them all.
Yeah. Have you done just the one topic from there yet, or you?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah. It's it helped me with the writing of some stuff. But.
Well, it's one of those like it helps you be calm with silence and shit like that.
Pacing. Yeah. Use your full time.
Yeah, drag it out so you can think of what's next. You can kind of. Well, that was what kind of. In the 15 minutes I used the card right at the end. I had like a bunch of jokes on the stool. And I was like, all right, how do I want to close? And I looked down and I was like, fuck, I'm such a pussy. Why did I fucking... And
when I start looking at that, it's the ones I've already done.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, no, I've already done that.
Well, I did that. I was like, fuck, I did all my closers.
Yeah.
So then I was like, here's a joke that seems like it should lead to something else because usually it does. But I was like, good night.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I did. I started having all these good laughs. Like, okay, here's another banger. Here's another banger. Oh, I gotta close. Shit. Yeah.
Well, that's the problem when you get like locked into all these like 5-7 minute sets. And you're like, oh yeah. Now I don't. You forget how to order them, and then when you're on stage, if you fucked up the order, then you can't really go back and use something that's a middle joke to close with.
Well, in 12 minutes, you've had 4 closers that you've done, already. That's, yeah.
Well, it's also too, even like the light. I should have been like, yo, can you give me the light a minute before? Because I
did the same thing.
And then
I
she's
was
like, I'll give it to you like 4 minutes before. I was like, great. I got the light. I was like, fuck, I gotta do 4 more minutes.
Well, I made the mistake. Give me the minute. Give me a minute before. I was like, man, that light. Did I miss the light? And
Yeah.
Like, no, you still got 2. I was like, fuck.
I like the minute because it's like, all right, do something quick, do a one-liner, do something.
Yeah.
Finish the joke you're on. If it kills, walk off. If it doesn't, have a good one-liner in your pocket, do that and fucking walk out.
Exactly.
It's not like, all right, I got like the people who get like 5-10 minute lights.
Oh yeah.
That blows my mind. I was like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? Like that's an insane amount of time to still.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, now all I have to do is 10 more minutes. Like, how are you?
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. Having it close to the end is I think
Right.
more beneficial.
Well, and it's also at some point the light becomes useless, right?
Right.
Because some people will be like, well, you should know what a 40-minute show is. It's like, yeah, so then do your show. What do you need the light for? The light's not.
I know, like Secret Show, they time themselves, don't they? They use their phones as timers.
I think Owen said they have a timer.
Okay,
I could be wrong.
I saw people go out there with their phone and like start the time, and then
Yeah.
they just do like until it says like 15 because they keep on looking at their phone every once in a while, but they're not looking for jokes. They're looking at the time. Yeah. And then they'll bring on the next person, which I guess they introduce the next. That's something I'll fuck up. I'll forget because I'm so bad with names, anyways.
We talked about it the other day, but the one guy at East Austin completely fucked me on that. He gave me like 6 different super long, hard names to remember. And he's like, actually, you're going to bring up this guy. I was like, oh, please be like John Smith. And it was like Kareem Ashturbagan. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, last minute, he's like, actually, it's going to be this one. And actually. And I was like, dude, I just
write it down.
I'm trying to like focus on other things. Like I'm bartending and trying to focus on.
Oh, you're working that night too?
Yeah. And then he would just keep coming up and be like, no, it's not Johnny Pampiloni. It's Timmy Kudokatashi. And I was like, this is a fucking. And then like, that's all I'm thinking about while I'm on stage. I was like, don't fuck up his name. Don't fuck up his name. And then I did. And then I fucked up his fucking name. And fuck you for making me fucking do it.
Yeah, that's not your fault. Yeah, they should have a God mic.
Yeah. As much as I fucking hate God mics.
I appreciate it. It keeps the show going so much faster.
Right.
Well, I guess bring up the next comic really is the fastest way to do it.
It's just as fast.
Yeah, but having the host in between is dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I get it some, but like, there's also like last night, Joe didn't know Jack was doing 7 minutes, so I watched Jack, and then I saw him get the light. I was like, I know his last bit. Walked back in the room. I was like, yo, homie, he's coming off stage in like 20 seconds. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, hey, he's only doing 7. He had like run up, and Jack was
out of breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, there's like, you're adding a level of more human error.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you're doing like a comic instead of like the Comedy Store and the Cellar had the guy that would play the piano and stuff.
Oh, it's just filler.
Yeah. So it's not.
Have you done Madrones on Sundays?
No.
So usually during this podcast we have there's Madrones Coffee. It's like every other Sunday, but Derek Dimple, he plays the piano in the background of it. Yeah. So it's kind of a cool little thing. I used it to improvise a lot when I did it.
Does he overdo it, or is he?
No, he actually he's really in tune with what you're doing.
Okay.
So like when I was just doing it, he was hosting and doing it. So he was asking people, "Do you want it or not?" And people were saying, "No, don't do it with it." I was like, "Yeah, fucking do it. Let's do it."
Well, but why would you say no? It's the whole.
That's the whole point of the mic. For one,
it's one mic. Who cares?
Yeah.
And if you hate it, just don't come back or tell him not next time. But
well, it's usually not a choice, but he just happened to be hosting.
Okay.
So he appreciated the break in between, you know. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And man, it was so much fun to actually have that accompaniment, that it's like that old timey vaudeville style.
When you feel like you're not up there alone, you're part of a team.
Yeah, exactly. He would punch my jokes, when I would, he would do those little riffs on it and stuff.
All I'm thinking is you doing like a joke about Asians and him being like, da,
Ding,
da,
ding,
da.
ding. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. That's more your material, I think, is what the one is. All you're thinking about is doing a joke on Asians. If he will do it or not is what you're hoping is.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't drop the ball, Derek. I got this good chink joke.
No, of course he's going to. He's going to. That's it. Like I said last night when we're doing the jokes about the wife, he came on looking over at the wife. You know,
Yeah.
he's definitely going to punch those when he can.
Fucking Derek.
He's a
wild
the autism will kick in. You talk about trains and he'll start.
He'll make them all on time.
Speaking of trains and autism, Monford, it's 3:05. Where you at?
He's coming. Don't you have faith? You don't think he'll make it?
Told me 3, but he also told me 2. So we'll see.
So things move pretty quick. Oh no.
You get fired?
No, just people don't know how to do jobs. People don't know how wine keys work. Also, I hate when people call them wine openers. It's a fucking key, bro.
A little twisty, quirky thing.
Yeah.
A little corkscrew thingy jig. That's what I need.
So what did you do this Tuesday? Because you didn't do Roscoe's. Roscoe's had a good open mic. Good, like 20 civilians there.
Nope. I drove Uber Eats. I made money that day. Not really. I had to. I thought I was gonna do a mic, but I ended up not doing anything. And then Thursday I did the same problem. But Wednesday I did the Lucky Duck tag riding and then the open mic, and then I did the third one at the Creek in the Cave.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good. I actually had a decent little reaction at the Creek in the Cave that night. There's a
I
good
keep
little crowd.
forgetting to sign up for their Sunday one.
Oh, really? That's the one.
That's like the best. Yeah, and I'm always like, fuck. I
They
forgot.
have a big crowd,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's a pretty fair bucket pool. Not all the time, but sometimes it's a pretty fair bucket pool. And I've gotten pulled out there a few times on Sundays.
So that's nice.
Yeah, it's a good crowd, and they're really responsive. I've actually got fans of that crowd from that Sunday.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
yeah. It's kind of cool. Followers, fans, you know.
Groupies, whatever.
They watch my stories, you know.
Yeah. That was the funny thing. So Wanderlust, I don't know what the guy was doing. I guess he just stopped in at Roscoe's and saw Owen and was like, "You want to do 5 minutes?" So like Owen left Roscoe's, did 5 minutes.
At Wanderlust?
Yeah, he from how he tells the story is like he literally, the guy dropped him off and was like, "Go in, you're up right now." And he was like, "What? How much time am I doing?" He's like, "Do whatever you want." And he's like, "I don't fucking, what's whatever I want?"
Yeah.
They walked in and they're like, "Oh, Owen Gallivan." And
Holy shit.
yeah.
So it was like literally
He was like, "What the fuck?"
He like literally just got out of the car and walked in like
So
a Tonight Show appearance or some shit.
He either underbooked the show or what the fuck ever, but
They were just going and grabbing comics
Yeah.
from other mics though. Like
I was like, "What are you doing?" Like
he's
he
like
just came
texting
and
him
watched-
Owen
yeah.
Gallup as he's pulling up.
He came and watched like me and Jack, and then he's like, "Yo, I
Wow.
missed the beginning of your set." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, the guy just walked in and was like, 'Can you do 5?'"
Jesus,
What the fuck is going on?
Where was that at?
Wanderlust.
Okay, yeah, the
Yeah.
wine bar. That's crazy. That one's underbooked.
I guess
It was an open
I
mic?
don't know. I don't think it was an open.
Oh,
mic.
okay, okay.
I think their open mics Wednesday.
Yeah. So this was Tuesday, Thursday.
Saturday.
Oh shit,
Is that yesterday?
that was yesterday, man.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, dude, we're fucking comics, man. It's
But if your left hand sees how much fun your right hand is having, it won't want to be left out.
Jesus Christ.
a little advice from Bill Cosby. There,
I also,
you know?
yeah,
Little
I don't
break.
think I want to take any of his advice. I also spent all last night catching up on Blacklist, so yeah, it wasn't good. It's about how that show's finally coming to its last season.
That's cool.
Yeah,
What brought up Blacklist? Just you wanted to mention that you're
I'm the
well
last
read.
fan.
You're
I'm
well
the
read.
last one who's seen every episode of Blacklist. There's only 6 of us. We all know each other.
What is Blacklist?
It's the fucking.
Maybe there'll be some new fans.
It's that shitty. It was like a good season 1 and 2, and then it's what's the main guy's name? Fuck, he was Ultron and Avengers.
That doesn't help at all.
Jesus Christ, Chad. Anyways, it was just like, oh, here's like this famous actor, and they're like, we're gonna do a show around you, and he's like a.
So it's based on the actor.
No. It's just like the show has a really thin premise. Like he's a super villain that now works with the FBI.
Okay, I've seen them do that.
Yeah, so it's like, but it's like all like, hey, we have him, James Spader. They're like, we have James Spader, so that's what's gonna sell the show, and it's worked for 10 years.
You know, I really liked him on The Office. As,
Yeah.
Robert
when he was
California.
yeah.
You don't fucking know my name. Yeah,
But like they've jumped the shark in that show like 9 times now.
But it was so successful every time they jumped it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's coming to its end.
It's coming to its end.
Yeah. No, when people like I told Kellen, he's like, I remember when that show first aired. I was in like 8th grade. I was like, don't say that. I don't need to hear that right now, bro.
Talk about Blacklist?
Yeah.
It's been on that long, really?
Yeah. It's been 10 years.
Damn. Oh, okay.
And probably like an extra half
Callan
year
and I
for
weren't
COVID.
in 8th grade together.
No.
That's probably the problem I'm having right there.
You're smoking too much. Right? When I was in 8th grade.
Yeah, wow. That show's been out forever. So Callan's only been out of 8th grade for 10 years? That's sad.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's been out of college for 2. So 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and he's been on Kill Tony twice now? Or
Yeah.
what?
So
Twice? Yeah.
2 more times than both of us combined.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
You are the last person that I've like.
it's funny. I think it's this podcast. You know, I think I'm a warmer.
We're jinxing ourselves.
Well, no, I think I'm putting that energy out to other people. I'm just giving it to other people, so everybody around me gets on, and then that's it. You know, I
Well,
think
like all my friends that I want to see get on, except for you, have been on. So we gotta be close.
yeah, it's gotta be there. But you know, it's so fucking. It's the same odds every fucking time. You know,
Yeah.
it's like every time I play the lottery, it's like, God damn it! I played last week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah, numbers don't care.
Yeah,
You should tell that to Alden for the tag mic. Numbers don't care about me.
I sent him a picture of a dime on the ground last night. I sent him a picture of a quarter in front of the mothership the other day. A lot of times I'll see money on the ground and I'll send him the picture and just kind of tease him that it's still. I left this at whatever So he's like, I hope it's still there at midnight when I walk by. Like, he's so funny, but. Yeah, I'll anytime I see money on the ground, I'll send him a picture of it.
I found $20 on the ground yesterday.
I would pick that one.
I
up.
picked it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, it might have fentanyl all over it. I don't fucking.
That would definitely been a good picture to send him though.
Yeah, but it was one of those things where I was like super stoked, and then I was like, I'm 32 with degrees. I should not be this excited about $20 anymore. Like I should be like.
The reason why you're excited about $20 is you're 32 with student loans. Yeah. You gotta fucking pay that shit.
I'm like, oh my god, rent's gonna make it this week. Let's fucking go.
$20. That's 2 shots at the bar.
Yeah,
no tip.
I'll get through that quickly.
The house party was a BYOB, and everybody's bringing their own weed, bringing their own drinks. It was a cool little atmosphere.
I think it's a good way for clubs to be. I think they should offer like. Oh, we sell booze here, but you can also bring your own. I don't know if that's legal in Texas, but like...
Yeah, if I don't know, if they have a liquor license, you probably can't bring your own.
You probably can't, yeah, because you need someone in the middle.
Yeah.
But also, East Austin serves wine, and you can also bring your own.
Oh, really?
So maybe it is just the
maybe
liquor license.
Beer and wine license,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
That might be... Because I think that's one of the... I think that's what we do at East Austin well. It's like we get a bunch of the... like. College kids that are like, oh, I can take my girls on a date, and it's like I'll just get a case of beer, and it's not going to a bar that's super expensive, So you get the ticket for a show, and you can bring your own, and they have wine for the girls if they prefer wine.
That's
and
cool.
Whatnot. Yeah,
They don't serve beer?
we don't serve beer. It's
only
too
wine.
expensive.
Ah.
We get $2 chop. It's fucking so cheap.
Oh wow! Some box wine, just fucking.
But you know the story about that, right?
No.
So the guy who invented $2 Chuck, he like had a vineyard. He loved it, worth a shit ton of money. But it was like a hobby. Like he had money from something else. I don't fucking remember. But his wife and him got divorced. So in the divorce, they have to split assets. So like she took the vineyard because it was like a fuck you to him because she knew he loved it.
That was just
And he goes, you know what? I love it so much. I'll still run it for you. So we'll put in the divorce, like I'll run the vineyard and all the marketing and sales and stuff. So you can still get all that money that we make off of it. And then we're happy. And she's like, all right, cool. So not only did he not lose his hobby, and he kept his other assets from her. So then the vineyard that was at the time of divorce was worth whatever, $10 million, let's say. So then he goes to Trader Joe's and goes, all right, I'll sell you this for cost. So like it is a very nice wine, but he's like, you have to sell it at $2 that my wife won't see a penny. So he's basically giving it away. So that's why it's so cheap and it's not horrible.
So it really is called $2 Chuck?
I don't know what Trader Joe calls it.
But it's the Trader Joe $2 bottle of wine?
It was, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, like, Franzia is just shit wine.
Right,
He
right,
has
yeah.
good wine. That's
Oh, wow. I want to know what that wine is now.
yeah. What it was before the divorce.
Well, I want to know what it is now so I can
It's just the Trader Joe brand.
just Trader Joe's fucking regular wine, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you walk in, they have like I think they have 2 whites and a red.
It's
2
really
reds and
good,
one.
huh?
It's not the best.
But it's way better
like,
than Boone's Farm
It's a
for
lot
$2.
better than what you thought it was.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that Boone's Farm wine or whatever? Yeah. The 7-Eleven specials.
Oh, God.
The actual 7-Eleven Yellow Duck or Yellowfoot, whatever wine that is, isn't too bad that they have. But,
No, I remember college, I did a lot of Franzia. That was our box wine. And then there was like, when we got to like junior year, we were like, we'll be fancier. And there's like a smaller box. I think it's like both.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Those are
this is better. This is us.
That's the white girl. I'm not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Boxes, but those are like $15 a box or something like that.
Really?
It's way more expensive than these.
That sucks.
And they're smaller.
Should've just got a bottle.
Yeah.
No, I remember the worst nights were when you were like, all right, you guys want to risk Mad Dog 2020? And it's like, fuck it. Let's just go fucking die. Who cares?
Yeah.
We have nothing to live for anymore.
Yeah. Putting up the little gif that says laughs are cheap. I'm going for gas. We go with the Mad Dog. You're not walking around. For,
Dude, Mad Dog was well because like you feel like a bitch if you don't finish the whole bottle because it's like tropical berry breeze and you're like I could crush this and then you're like I'm so fucking drunk I don't want to fucking talk to anyone.
Well, yeah, it's the Mad Dog. I mean, it's like malt liquor, right? It's like 80% liquor or something.
Yeah,
It's
well,
pretty,
malt liquor too. That'll fucking floor you.
Yeah,
that's what we should get all the comics together and play Edward 40 Hands and just watch us all get in a fight because that's how it's gonna end. It's gonna end with us all kicking the shit out of each other.
Everybody with it, fucking 40 taped to their hands.
Yeah, we'll show up to the Mothership for Kill Tony.
Just
We'll all be in the alley. It'll be like Fight Club. We're all bruised up,
Dude,
cut.
if every comic went on stage and Kill Tony with 240s taped to their hands, that would be so fucking awesome.
Funny.
Yeah,
that they should do like a couple nights a year where it's at like some shithole and just be like, yo, you guys want to go crazy? We'll let you go. Like we'll pick the names in advance and you guys can come up here with booze. You can come up here with a joint. You can, whatever the fuck you want.
if they pick the names in advance, that'd be so much. I don't know. The alleyway is a fun little hang, but it does get a little tedious.
Yeah.
When you're
like it's not even like a hang per se because you're all done. Huh?
Yeah.
Are they coming out?
Everybody quiet. Shh.
Yeah.
Everybody can shut up. And then fuck, and then everybody gets loud again.
Yeah. But like I said, if only Red Band didn't choose everyone with a pair of tits to get Secret Show,
yeah,
it'd probably be a lot better.
Well, yeah, but Owen doesn't have a pair of tits.
No one doesn't,
and he got it.
But he got slammed because the person before him
had a pair of tits
and ate all the dicks.
Yeah, well that's
well, it's funny too because she saved her like good stuff till like the middle of her set, but by that time she lost the audience. So it was like. So I was still laughing. I was sitting there like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. But everyone else was like, what are you laughing at? I was like, oh, I'm still paying attention. Like, if you pay attention to the comics, you can get it. You can get the jokes. Like, that helps. But it was funny. The kid that Owen brought up, I guess he like Red Band. So the whole story is Owen got Secret Show. Something happened with South by Southwest. So, like, Red Band already fully booked it. And was like, fuck, I forgot I gave it to you. So he pushed Owen until a week later. And now Red Band texted a guy from that week being like, yo, I gave you Secret Show, right? And
oh my God.
And was like, yeah, you did.
Holy shit. So he almost got up twice?
So Owen gets there and they're like, yeah, you're on. And the guy gets there and he's like, yeah, you're on. And then like Red Band figured it out, I guess. And shooed the fucking kid out.
Oh, wow.
And had Owen be like, yo, before he comes on stage, call him like a faggot or something.
Really?
This guy's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, so he still gave the spot, though?
He still gave him the spot. But it's like,
Who was it?
I don't know his fucking name.
Oh, man.
He just followed me on Instagram, so.
That's funny.
Sorry, bro. But he told me the story in the alleyway, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I would have done that. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be on Secret Show. I was like, yeah. But now you have a reputation with a guy who is part owner of a big club.
Yeah.
Like
So Red Band does own part of Sunset, huh?
part of Sunset.
That's cool.
I wonder. It's gonna be so interesting to see how different this town is like 2 months from now.
Yeah.
Because Sunset will be up, Mothership's up, Creek's going, like Roscoe's is going, Zoo's coming at some point.
I'm glad I got here in August. I'll say that
Yeah.
because coming here now is gonna be tough.
It's like
being the new kid.
it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
So well, that's what I tell people, and they just like ignore me. I was like, I've been in LA and New York. Like, you guys don't understand what's gonna happen. Like, there's gonna be infighting. There's gonna be all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
People are gonna get jealous. People are finally, once you start seeing your friends quitting their day job and being like, all I do is sets at night at Mothership and Sunset and
you're still
wherever,
working
and you're still fucking like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
yeah.
So that, because it was hard to have that jealousy before when all the spots were like unpaid.
Well, yeah.
I'm doing 10 minutes at the Creek. I'm not getting paid for it. Okay, who gives a fuck? Like, I want that spot, but it's not.
Well, yeah.
It's not supporting.
We both got paid this week. This is both our first week to get paid as comics here in Austin. And I think that's just a sign of the times.
Right.
That's what's coming. It's
Come on in, bro.
come in. Oh God. Zach's got him. Watching that man. It's just a bill collector.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Hey. Lady. Come on in. Ladybug. All right.
I've already been tying one on. If you want bud, or we got
Yeah, we got all sorts of
selection.
stuff there. We got there's water too, but there's other good
if you're
stuff
a
in there.
bitch.
Yep, let me turn you up there. Yeah. You turn that one on. I got weed over here if you want to click that on. I got the bags over. Monford is here. His ghost, not just his spirit.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, and we're back up. Right on.
Where's the cameras?
So that's
All over the fucking
yeah.
place.
Yeah. So
Fuck
we got two on you. There's that one across from me. It's a little bit off center. Hey, Zach, you might turn his to the right a little
What's
bit.
that?
there.
Or is that your daughter?
Yeah, that's my daughter there.
Really?
Yeah.
It's for real?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Creepo. What are you doing, man? That's good. Yeah, that's perfect. Sorry. What are you saying, Munford? I just got some random kid in my fucking house.
That'd be fucking weird.
Yeah.
It is so weird. Like every time you go to someone who does like headshots, they do have just like
Random people. Oh, yeah. That is weird.
I had one guy. It was like all women. I was like, "Do you do headshots of men?" He's like, "Yeah." I don't want to look at them.
I don't want to look at him.
Dude, I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Yeah,
You
that's
sound
a little
insane.
creepier.
What is that from? What is that?
It's probably like a high school graduation or something.
No, she actually, it was just, actually that was in Vegas. It was behind one of the dispensaries they had in this little alleyway. It was like a hostel or something. And it was just, we just took a shot and then she went and blew it up.
Oh, cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You never lived in Vegas, right? Just Phoenix.
No. Sadly, my dad lives there though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, turn your mic towards you a little bit more though.
Your
There you
dad's
go.
in Vegas?
Yeah, he's a prompt now, but he's a magician in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a working magician in Vegas?
No, he's a magician in Vegas.
Oh.
Two
Two different things.
Yeah. There's a working magician which gets paid, and then he's a guy who goes, "I'll do your kid's birthday party," but never came to mind.
Yeah. There we go. He hands
it.
out the stripper cards.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
makes them disappear.
Yeah. No. He asked the strippers, "Hey, do you want to be in my magic show?"
Is it card magic?
He had some stage stuff, and he does a little bit of close up, but mostly stage stuff.
Did he tell you that he loved you?
No.
Not even one time?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, look how you turned out.
Yeah, I'm a comic.
Stronger for it.
Yeah.
What's the dog's name?
This is Lady Macbeth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shakespeare dog.
Yeah, she came with the name. I didn't do it.
One of those.
Yeah. She was a $40 Oklahoma dog.
So there's someone in Oklahoma that's a huge Shakespeare fan.
Yeah, but not a huge dog fan because they gave her up.
Yeah, well.
They turned her into the shelter. So, yeah, they're more of a reader, I would say.
It's a pretty dog, though.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's looking old, though. Is that
Actually, she's only like 2. It's just the white,
Gray
black.
hair?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
white, black together.
not a grandma dog?
You have like 6?
We have 5 dogs and 2 cats. Yeah, that's why I talk like this because my nose is always stuffed up.
Yeah, that's why I talk like this too.
You got animals too, man?
No, I don't.
Just because you're in my house right now?
No.
You got
Yeah,
the
that's
allergies.
That's
kicking
the
in.
reason.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm lowering your property value right now with my car out front.
Yeah, I saw you got smashed up a couple times now, huh?
Yeah,
Or
just once.
Just one,
Just
but
one time.
one really good
I
time.
had to tear the bumper off to get the frame off the tire.
Yeah, I think I don't think Mike really helped with the construction.
At
as
that
much.
point, it didn't really matter. It's probably worth $500.
What,
right
you
now.
mean the hot water trick doesn't work to pop that out? Huh?
I don't know.
Well, they didn't use
I don't
hot
know
water. They used a
anything about-
hammer to just put more dents in it.
Yeah, for comedic effect.
It's part of the ambiance.
Well, cool, man. So, Monford, you're joining us now. We were talking about what we've been doing all week in comedy. We had a few shows come up this week, but I know you had some shows, man. You've been doing shows at the Vulcan and at the Mothership, huh?
I just did the Mothership open mic. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The little room there.
You stood in line with us for the 2 hours or whatever it was
Stood
to
in
sign
line.
up.
And after that, I got to be in the alley with the fucking boys and girls, which was really cool because I haven't got the chance to do that in over a year.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
working at Vulcan, I'm not with you guys.
Yeah.
So I have to be like the bad guy.
So,
I try to
You're
be
done
I
now,
try to be
guys.
the nice
are
one.
you going to take Mondays off now to get to start doing that more?
I have Mondays off. We got nothing
So now you
going
can-
on right now.
Oh, so they are just closed on Mondays right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
for now,
shit.
I mean, as far as the past 2 weeks.
Let's
yeah.
put a show in.
So you'll be back in the alley with us.
I'll be
This
back in the
fucking-
alley.
That's cool.
Derek selling beers.
Yeah, man, those are
Starting
good
fights.
times.
I told him just give them away, man. Just
give 'em
why do you
away.
gotta
Be
sell
the cool
'em?
guy.
Just give them away.
Right.
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah. So, are you buying beers to give them away this week, or?
I did last week.
Oh, really?
I had an 18 pack of Miller Lite.
I just head out to a couple friends, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's Zach always brings a case. We always have some refreshments. We try to be good hosts. I don't know if I can be a good host to 300 people at the fucking alley.
Yeah.
How long do you guys think that's gonna go on for? Have you talked about that yet?
Oh, yeah, it's a good drop.
No, we haven't
Yeah.
talked about, it, but
Let's
yeah.
enjoy it while it's
Yeah.
going on.
Well, it's
like
still
a block
insanity.
party every Monday.
Well, last week they're like the alley was too crowded. Everybody needs to be up against the wall.
Right.
And they put us up against the wall for like 5 minutes, and then everybody's like,
Fuck
no.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all just came back out. There was no point of standing against the wall, So I think I don't think they can control us.
It's a natural thing. It's like even at Vulcan with the comics in the pits, in
They push out.
the back, they kept pushing out and they kept talking. You tell them not to talk, they're gonna talk. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, on the left hand pit too, they even moved the barrier forward.
They moved
it's
the
like,
barrier.
what the fuck are you guys doing? They're like,
it's
you know,
like-
we could just like take this a little. I was like, yeah, don't. Like they put it there because they want it there. Like,
And you come by Monford, tell them to be quiet.
yeah.
Hey guys, please don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing is hanging out with these guys all fucking week and then having to tell them, hey, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, they should have a little respect for a comedy show if they want the same respect of theirs too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I do like to yell at the stage. That's me.
Well, you can't do that anymore. I mean, you can.
No, you
You're
can't.
just in the alleyway.
Well,
but
as soon as
like
the door
a
opens
crazy
up,
guy.
hey, Tony! And just trying to get around the corner there.
It's been some cool shots though. Some shit in the alley happening.
Yeah.
No, I
Ron-
want to
Ron
bring a
White.
barbecue.
Ron White walked by. Everybody's make way, make way. I'm like, what is going on? It's like, oh, okay.
That's cool. I missed that.
It makes sense now.
I must have been in the bar at that time because I missed that one. So Ron White came by. I saw Tony come by when we were in back there, and then Joe Rogan made us all leave the alley when he came in there.
Okay, I heard that a SUV or a van pulled up, and everybody's like, "It's Joe, it's Joe."
And it was David Lucas. And then he came up in his Escalade, showing up.
Cadillac.
Yeah, doing it right with his driver. But he rides in the front seat. He's not
He's not too pushy.
Nick of the Vulcan, right? Waiting for the door to be opened up for him. Yeah, I love watching him on Mondays come up to the Vulcan. The driver just wait, like the door would be locked. You don't have to go back around. I lock the door for him, and then Nick's just sitting back there on his phone, just waiting for him to open the door for him. And then he finally opens it, he jumps out. But he does not assist him at all with the door or nothing. That's your job. You get that door for me. So I think it's funny. But Nick owns like 5 clubs. He
He can afford the door openers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all of our dream is to have a door opener.
Do you work for him directly, or do you work? Is it a separate company? Like,
Yeah, it's him.
Oh,
I think.
the owner of the Vulcan. You don't ever see him as the, you know, he doesn't like come top down ever. It's always management.
I mean, he's got managers. He's just.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the top.
Yeah,
he's the
but he
boss.
never walks around and tells you guys what to do. He has other people do that.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good way to do it. If I was the owner of a club, I'd be telling everybody what to do.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, do you know
That's
the fuck
not
I am?
shocking to me at all.
Yeah, I would totally be that guy. Yeah.
So I'm the one who signs your paycheck.
Yeah, that would be me.
Just so you remember, guys.
I would not be having
Top
drinks
dog
in the bar.
ChadO.
Yeah. Make sure you know who this is. And it's funny because I do look a little bit like him, and so people will go, hey, Nick, like to me often when I walk by there. Hey, Hans thought it was him for like 3 weeks. He kept on like, he would come up and talk to me about like shit, just randomly about the club. I had no clue what he was talking about. And he's like, I know you, right? Oh, yeah, I'm ChadO. He goes, oh, fuck, I thought you were. Because
So he just walks away.
Yeah, he would.
Never mind.
He would just literally walk away from me. But he would know me from around, and then he would associate with me, you know, so it'd be
Oh,
funny.
well, I thought I was the only one to make that comparison.
No, every
Hell
time I
yeah.
walk around the Vulcan, it's the same thing. Yeah. So it's funny.
Good old
Switching it
Yingling.
up.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania classic.
Yeah, there's another one in there, man, if you want.
They used to not sell past like the Ohio River. That was always the weirdest.
Right,
Like
right,
I grew up
right.
in Chicago. We didn't have it. Los Angeles didn't have it. I was like, what? This is great beer. What the fuck are you guys doing?
We had it in Virginia.
You had it? Yeah.
Was there something they got sold to a bigger distributing company, and
Yeah,
that's why
so
they're
now it's taken over the fucking world.
It's probably Anheuser-Busch.
yeah.
Yeah. But it is good. Good beer. It's no Labatt's Blue, but
Yeah,
I'll take it.
That's why I got introduced to Anheuser-Busch was in Virginia, Busch Gardens.
Hell yeah, Busch Gardens.
That was my.
Yeah.
I spent a whole summer there. They got me a season pass, but it gave me no money. So I would get on the Loch Ness Monster, and in the back seats because it goes upside down twice. Everybody's money would fall in their pockets, and I would literally just clear out like $20 a ride from the back.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
The money was inside. It was still in the roller coaster.
yeah, so the seats, they would fall down to the seats, and then the little seat pads would pick up, and there would just be like piles of money under the seats. Everybody follow their change in the loops.
How'd you figure that out?
Just ride it so many times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking life hack.
Yeah.
If you go Busch Gardens.
Yeah, so I rode that thing so many times. Other roller coasters would do it, but the Loch Ness Monster had the most money always, and it was always the back two seats, the back two rows, because I guess they got the most whip to them, and they would always whip people's money out of their pockets. So eventually the ride operators caught on to this because I guess that was their tip money, you know. So they got kind of mad at
They
us.
started sweeping
They
it.
started watching it for us, and like right before we would get on, they would literally hold us back, me and my cousin, hold us back and say, hold on, and literally pull the seats in front of us, grab all the money out, and then say, okay, come on, like, you fuckers. But
So this is
yeah.
what it's like growing up poor.
Yeah, exactly. I know you know nothing about that, but
Jesus Christ.
you know.
Did you at least enjoy the ride too, or were you just like, fuck it?
Oh yeah, but after so many times, you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's just like it's just a routine. But I was there all day, every day for the whole summer.
Was that like your daycare? That was your
Yeah,
summer
yeah,
camp?
yeah. They just dropped us off.
you
Yeah.
at Busch Gardens. See you later.
Yeah, I was there with at my uncle's house, who was in the Navy, and so like every morning when he would go into the Navy, like we would be outside the gate waiting for the fucking place to open. He'd drop us off so early, like it literally pick us up like when it was closing. Like, it was that.
He's like,
kind
I
of
got some drinking to do.
because
How old were you?
I was like 12, and my mom she sent me away for the summer to be with my uncle, right? That to get me home, my uncle's like, "Hey, it's time to send him home. You got money for a plane ticket?" She's like, "No, I don't got money for a plane ticket. You got money for a plane ticket?" I'm like, no, we don't have money for a plane ticket. They sent me home on a Greyhound bus at 12 years old across from Virginia to Oklahoma.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So that's the first time I saw a vagina. It was on a Greyhound bus.
Jesus Christ, Chad.
How'd you?
So this girl,
Just a little sneak peek.
yeah. So this girl,
She was like, what's up?
yeah, exactly. So this girl, she started talking about, she was sitting next to me. She was probably about 18, 19, whatever. She's talking about tattoos. And she goes, yeah, I got a Calvin and Hobbes tattoo. But it's Calvin pushing the lawnmower. So it's something I'll never forget. It's in my brain forever. He's Calvin pushing the lawnmower, and she literally had her pubic hair shaved, where it looked like he was pushing the lawnmower across her vagina. Yeah.
This started your first time seeing a pussy
Yeah.
and your comedy career.
Yeah.
You're like, this girl's hilarious.
Yeah, no, she had time. It was,
What a weird tattoo for a black woman.
no, she was a white girl, definitely.
Could you imagine going down on that and being like, All right.
It's just at your nose level. You just like see it's at eye level. It's right
Like,
there.
I'm fucking leaving. I'm not doing this fucking.
No, I'd still do it. I mean, well, but now she's like way older than me. That'd be crazy. That'd be gross.
Are you guys?
There she is right now.
Are you guys big ass eaters? That's the new thing. Kellen's always talking to me
I
about
tried it once. It's
can't.
not. No.
So you know Kellen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 23. He's like, yeah, I got this girl coming over. Probably gonna eat her ass. I was like, does that? You look forward to that? I would never.
Is that the last step?
Yeah.
Is that?
I mean, I can definitely start with the vagina, and if I go into it, I might look across it. If I'm going from behind, but usually my nose is in there more at first and make sure that's okay, and then I'll bring it up to it. You know.
Well, like my thing too was like, if a girl's like, oh, you're really good at eating ass, are you even proud of that? Are you going back to your boys being like, yo, I'm the ass eating?
You know, I heard that's how the band Korn got their name.
Jesus Christ.
It was,
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
It was two gay guys eating ass at a bar, and the guy came up and he had a piece of corn in his tooth,
Stop it.
and that's how they got the name. That's
No,
the
this
urban
is
legend.
the Calvin and Hobbes level jokes
that's,
we got.
That's the clip that's going to be on Facebook tomorrow.
Holy shit.
Oh man! So you did the open mic on Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Anything happened after since then? You had any other shows? Or?
I did roast battle.
That's right.
Who'd you take down?
Trey Pack.
Oh yeah, and you did take him down, didn't you?
I took him down.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I would have done different jokes. It's always, you never know how it's gonna go.
Did you know who it was going to be before?
I
you
knew. I
went?
had a 24-hour notice.
Okay.
I could have given it better roast, but I still got the dub.
That's all
Nice.
that matters.
Yeah, fuck you, Trey.
So now is there another?
Just kidding.
Is it a bracket? Do you have to go get somebody else who won that
You know,
last round?
I don't know how it works.
That'd be interesting.
They just randomly hit you up and you're
Yeah.
like, you're up again, bro.
Oh, wow.
We need to make baseball cards with like stats, like
I just-
7
yeah.
wins.
In Virginia, it would be like a tournament. A bracket
that's what I was
style
thinking.
tournament
Yeah,
where you're doing more than one roast in the whole night.
Oh wow!
Until there's one winner.
That would be the way to do it.
That would be tough. though,
Exhibition
because
matches.
Right.
If it's someone you don't know anything about, you're just like,
Well, that's the way it really
fuck
should be.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't really have a week or a month to prepare for a roast battle
Dude,
for one.
Comedy Store, some of those roasts, you get a month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
It's a month.
I had a couple at the Comedy Store. They were like, we're going to roast each other. I was like, are you out of your fucking mind?
When are we roasting?
Yeah.
30 days from now?
Yeah. But also, it's like, that's your girlfriend. I was like, are you going to run the jokes by her? He was like, no. I was like, well, enjoy sleeping on the couch for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say you roasted at the store?
Yeah.
Did you like?
I hate roasting.
Did you? Hey, let's exchange some information, or let's run our jokes by each other.
Not jokes, but I knew the person
a little bit of
Yeah, it
personal
was like a
detail.
friend.
Yeah.
Because like how they did it when I was there was like, it was before the show. So it was like, all right, I like this person. So they'd put them on. And they're like, who do you want to roast? And they'd be like, Zach. So I was like, all right, I'll do this. And it was like, it was fine. It was whatever.
Did you win?
No.
Now,
I don't even remember who the host was.
with
though.
you and Trey, you guys knew each other. You worked with each other for a long time.
Yeah, I should have gone into a little more personal detail. I think.
Well, that's the hard part, is if you go too personal, people
But
are
then
like,
the
what the
crowd's
fuck's
not-
that joke?
Your
mean?
fucking dog
Crowd's
has
not gonna relate
cancer. Yeah.
But there's things that I knew that nobody else would have ever been able to say.
Right.
So I feel like I should have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, you should have just aired dirty laundry, not even done jokes.
Just
Been
a
like,
little
"Hey,
bit,
man,
yeah.
You were talking about eating ass the other day, and that was insane.
Yeah.
That's all I can
It
think
was a
about.
fun roast. And the first roast is always harder. You're getting the thing started.
Now, the audience, do they know they were bought tickets for the roast battle? Or was that just a
No,
show?
No, they knew that it was roast battle.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's interesting. Because I know those tickets went so fast, people just grabbing them up. I didn't know if it was just
This
like,
was at Creek, though. This was not at Mothership.
okay.
So they're still doing a lot of roasts at Creek.
Oh, so is
there's
it-
still some scheduled for Vulcan.
Is it the same host? As
Different hosts every
Okay.
time, but Adam Lucky's usually there.
But I'm looking, he's the
He was
one that's
there.
running it, right?
He was. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in charge. Unless he's out of town, then there might be a different set of judges.
But he's also doing the one at the Mothership, and he's also doing
He's
the one at
doing.
the Vulcan,
I think
right?
the one at the Mothership is going to be every Wednesday.
Wow, but still Adam, though.
Still Adam.
Yeah.
Adam's running the whole shebang.
Oh, that's a good
Wow,
gig.
that's-
That's fucking.
Because when I saw he was doing the Mothership, I thought they were taking it away from the Creek of the Cave. But he's just adding additional shows.
I think yeah.
Wow, that's
Just
awesome.
Even more battles.
So,
Yeah.
do they tell you like a week in advance you're going to be on it, and then 24 hours they tell you who?
No,
Or?
I just knew a day in advance.
No.
Oh,
That
wow.
I was
That's-
doing it and who I was against.
That's a good way to
Before
do
I
it.
had 2 days.
2 days,
2 days
yeah.
is probably a good.
That's a good amount of time.
1 or 2 days is good.
Yeah.
But also, I would have tried to get off work if I would have known it more in
Yeah.
advance. So I had to clock out, walk over to Creek. As soon as I get off the stage, run back because Mason had to roast too. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't leave until I got back. So.
Oh, so you guys were just switching in and out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You go back and forth to the creek and, and the Vulcan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the boss cool with that?
I got half my tip out and had to clock out, but yeah.
Oh,
We were
shit.
I was able to do it, which I
So
appreciate.
I mean, that's
semi
what's
cool
important.
with it. Yeah.
They're not going to pay us to do it.
No, they're not gonna pay you while you're.
Speaking of roast battles, I asked AI to help me with some roast battle jokes.
Yeah.
I understand. However, as an AI language model, the programming guidelines prohibit me from generating content that content that could potentially offend or hurt individuals. It's crucial to remember while roast battles may be fun and entertaining, it's essential to be mindful and respectful of others' feelings and boundaries. I encourage you to use your own creativity and wit to come up with jokes that both funny and respectful. Good luck with your roast battle.
Starting to think AI is a woman. Yeah, that's a long, thought out response.
Which one is that?
That's a chat.
GPT.
Yeah,
Is
chat.
that the only one?
That's the one I've been using because the other one
There's more.
you have to pay
Yeah.
for them and they're not
Oh.
as good. We were using Jasper before to help write content and stuff. And chatbot GPT blows it out of the water, and I was paying like $20 a month for Jasper. So yeah, there's no reason.
Jesus.
Is there one now that's built into Microsoft and into Windows 11?
I would
the
assume.
Bing one is supposed to be.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're using this because it's OpenAI. So they'll take that code or whatever and then add it to their.
And Microsoft has purchased OpenAI.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know.
I'm saying.
Maybe I'll get that wrong.
I'm just
but I
saying
think-
that it's open for developers to take and add to their own programs and their own apps and stuff.
Also, the thing that
I think
that Bing is
Microsoft
still-
have 51% in it. I
Oh,
think
wow.
That's what it is.
Wow, that's crazy. What?
Developers?
What?
The thing with developers?
No, the thing that Bing is still a thing is crazy to me.
I think
haven't used
it's
it
about
in-
to be huge now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because it has chat, so they're gonna put it on that.
Yeah. So
Google's going down.
Fucking.
yeah,
take it.
right. Yeah, right.
They're unionizing here. They're
Yeah.
trying to unionize, and that's gonna be it. They're gonna use chatbot.
Google owns YouTube. You know, I mean that's they'll just take YouTube away from everybody if that's the.
All I know is I'm still sad that the paperclip lost his job. He was very helpful. And how to use Word.
Well, you finally learned how to write a resume, so it wasn't useful anymore.
Now I'm working at a pizza shop, so look at that.
Yeah, the paperclip's like I did my job. My clip is off.
Yeah.
That's secret.
Fuck me.
There's some.
White Claw and Heineken and
Yeah.
whatever.
I thought it looked like a Twisted Tea.
As long as there's booze in it.
No, I don't think there's any twisted tea in there. My
you drink-
daughter.
you
did
like
come with
Twisted
those. My daughter came home with some of those the other day, and I thought they were pretty good. I had one of the half and half ones, the lemonade, and yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
I had a bartender that sold them thinking there was no alcohol in it.
Oh, so
I
sell
was like,
kids?
are you fucking retarded?
Where is this?
This was in Florida.
Is that where you're from?
I'm from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I've just lived in LA, Florida, New York,
Oh, yeah.
Austin.
He did comedy in all those states.
Which one do you like best?
New York City by far.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin probably will get there, it seems like, with these new clubs coming in, but New York's just, you can't compare.
Did you have to live in a place where you shared the bathroom
Nope.
and shower with it?
Well, my
Like 12 people?
my girl.
a hostel?
It
No,
wasn't
no,
a dorm, like,
no, I had a real
but
apartment.
It was expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
You know, I think Derek Dimple lives in a place he has to share the bathroom and the shower.
that
and all
doesn't surprise
Yeah,
me.
with
With,
At
that,
fucking
with
all.
like more than one person?
Yeah, I think it's a hostel though. I think it's the way it is.
And he's got cameras in all the toilets.
Yeah.
Does he?
He's selling beer. He should be.
He's sitting outside the shower. You want a beer? Shower bear?
I got towels. I got nice fresh towels.
You should sell peanuts too. Make people thirsty. Buy more beer.
That's funny. Yeah.
Fucking Derek.
Pretzels, hot
Where
pretzels.
where is Derek right now?
He's gonna be at Madrone's right now, probably doing the
Oh, that's right. That's right.
the coffee mic.
It's
Yeah.
a good mic.
And we're
Is he
just
still
talking about
playing
it.
piano?
Yeah. We're just. Have you done it?
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. Did he play piano behind you?
Yeah, some people were getting mad at him.
I would say the same thing. Some people didn't want him to play piano behind him. And
Just
I
ask
thought,
nice. Just be nice about it.
it's a really good actual opportunity because he actually punched some of my jokes for me. He played. He was intuitive with how to play with what I was saying, and it worked really well the way we worked together. So I don't know if he's that way for everybody, but I thought we had a really good opportunity to make a more fun set.
There's another really cool show at Seaboys on South Congress in the Jade Room where they're playing like drums over your or behind your stand-up, and it's like it complements it very well. It's a cool room.
Is the guy a stand-up that likes drums, or is it a drummer that can't find another job?
I don't know which one it is,
I think that's what's important.
Hopefully, it's a stand-up that
just
plays drums.
Shout.
You ever see Hitchcliff play the drums?
No.
Yeah.
You sound like you've seen it.
He's terrible at it.
It's so good. I love it every time.
No, it's just funny because he has the Mexican drum off and all this stuff, but he's really not good at drumming. But he's learning. He's getting better, But to be so critical of people who play drums and then to get up there and
just not pull it off.
But he does it in front of people, on stage. So he does do it. But I think he's no Mexican drummer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
he's not doing a lot of Rush songs anytime soon.
No.
I just thought about that. There's two Mexican drummers, Joel and Michael.
Yeah, he likes Mexican drummers and retarded comics.
It's a good mix.
I said it. No, I'll say
2 hits out of the volcano bomb.
Handicap comics, mentally handicapped. Because I was going to say this to him that it makes his mental handicap look less severe.
Dude, Bilal's fucking dope.
He's getting.
Aaron Bilal.
Yeah, we did East Austin
awesome.
together. He was so nice. He's like, I was bartending, and I was like, "Yo, anything you need?" And I brought him up. I was like, "You want me to put the mic on the stool?" And he's like, "Whatever the fuck you want, bro. I can figure it out." I was like,
I got this shit. I'm a professional. He told me that. He said he typed it out. I said something to him. I'm a professional.
Yeah. Well, that's whenever I talk to him, I'm always looking at what he's writing, and like I'll answer before he finishes. I'll be like, "Yeah, I can do that," or like, "No, whatever." He's like, "Let me finish." I was like, "Okay, my bad."
Stop interrupting me. Let me finish my sentences.
I did that too. I felt bad about that.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
I've tried. Yeah, be more patient.
I assume what you're saying. I know. You don't have to put the period, bro. I got it.
Oh, so that guy is getting wicked ass. So
yeah,
no one should ever feel bad for him.
Did you?
Oh yeah,
I've seen it.
I saw him at the Continental after party, the after, and he was making out with some chick, and he was just smiling the whole time. But he was just
no, in like 2 sentences he wrote. He
was just so happy though.
16 Bumble and Tinder things. Ding ding ding. I was like,
yeah,
you are fucking crushing it.
He's got it.
I was like, you don't give a shit how the show goes. You don't give a... Well, it was funny too because he was doing he's like, I got a corporate gig coming up, so I got to do all clean today. And then he goes on and like his first joke is like, so when I'm masturbating in the shower, and I was like, bro, that wasn't clean at all. He's like, nah, I didn't feel like it.
I didn't feel like it. I'm a professional. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, and again, it's so weird that corporations are like, do clean comedy. It's like, you probably got like slave labor in Africa or something. You can hear a dick joke. It's going to be fine.
Have you ever had to do a gig like that?
Corporate?
Yeah.
I
fucking hate it.
But you did it, though.
Yeah. It was good money.
You did the time.
Yeah. It was like 30 minutes.
You didn't cuss and you didn't talk about dicks or jacking off.
Basically didn't talk. I stood up there and was like, how's your day going? Because I was like, after like 10 minutes of material and everyone not paying a fucking attention, I was just like, hey man, you look cool. What's up? He's like, I'm Rick. I was like, cool, Rick. Like, how's things?
Were they laughing?
No. They're not even.
It's a work event for them. Yeah. They have to be there.
Right, and there's always like other stuff going on. Like there was like a raffle. There was like other like event, like game type things going on. So people are like, you want to go do that? And I was like, all right. And like there's a buffet in the back, so people are standing up, getting food, taking a piss. It wasn't even like dark. It was like lit like this.
How many times did you only had to do one performance?
Yeah, for that one, yeah. Yeah, it was like 40 minutes.
But they paid really well?
Yeah, it was like $3,000.
Wow.
I was like, all right,
no way.
Yeah.
How much time?
40 minutes. I think I did 35. I stopped that. I was like, you guys don't care, right? And they're like, no. take your check, go home. I was like, all right, I'm out. Like, I don't care. Like, all right.
Well, you can't say the corporation.
No, but it was in New York. Well, that's the other thing. It's like it's in New York, so no one gives it. Like they're like, I'm on the 40th floor of this building. I had to come down to this floor to listen to this bullshit. Like, and like I'm not getting paid for it. And they're like, I have like cool plans after this. Like I'm going to see a Broadway play, or I'm going to do something awesome. And it's like, yeah, bro, why would you fucking care about me?
Yeah. My buddy Darren Carter, he's done corporate events where it's like they'll put up like an auditorium. Yeah. They all have to come in and they have to watch that.
That would have been so much. Well, it's like funny because like from my understanding, it's usually just like a comic that whoever puts it on likes. And it's like this one guy likes me, and he wasn't even there. So he's like, yeah, I got you the gig. I was like, thank you, bro. And then like
I got you $3,000
like,
basically.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like, it's like at least one person would have been laughing.
Speaking of Ty Wynn was not at his house event last night. His the spot he was doing some other events. He didn't want to tell us that, but there was like 3 Ty Wynn impressions at his house last night without him there.
Who was opening the door if he wasn't?
It was his roommate.
Oh yeah,
that was one of the jokes. Was like, you know, sometimes my roommate will ask me to do the dishes or take out the trash. They never asked me to host a comedy show. Yeah.
Do you have roommates?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. How's that going?
It's good.
Good.
The best roommates I ever
All
had.
comics or?
No, well, one's a comic, two musicians,
Okay.
and Tesla engineer.
Jesus. Well, there's the guy you gotta.
That's how we qualified for the house.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's the guy who put this
Wasn't
name
my
on there.
credit.
Yeah. That's funny.
No, they're all great, man.
Yeah.
It works out.
Let's go. Big house, a lot of room.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
over
what I
by
do.
the factory.
Oh, cool.
Gigafactory. They're building people over there.
Yeah.
I mean, someone has to.
I had an Uber driver try to tell me that, they're dumping chemicals in the rivers back here.
Probably. But
Maybe, I don't
everybody does.
Some of these Uber drivers are getting a little fucking insane. It's
why I'm
like
just-
I want to go back to taxi drivers that like listen to like Muslim prayers all day.
I'm happy to drive my fucked up car again. I don't have
Yeah.
to listen to these fuckers' politics. Trying to go to work, drive faster.
Yeah, bro.
Just
Like,
drive.
get me.
I figure like the average Uber driver is like sternworm. Is
Yeah.
that
Austin wasn't like this 12 years ago.
yeah.
You guys would believe what I've been through with all you fuckers coming down here. So yeah, come
Yeah,
down.
so you like Joe Rogan too? No, I don't like.
Joe who? What the fuck?
Yeah.
You hear that just in random conversations. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings the other day, and people are like Joe Rogan this, Joe Rogan that. It's like everywhere. It's in the atmosphere just all the time now.
But it's good to know how some of the other people in this that live in this city feel about things because we're in this little bubble.
Yeah.
With Joe Rogan and the comedy
Yeah.
explosion.
It's a big bubble. It's a big
Other
bubble.
people don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, we talked about it a bit before you came here, but it's like I was talking to my boys in LA that are like agents and managers. I was like, "Do you guys have an office out here?" And they're like, "No." I was like, "Are you retarded? Like,
They will.
10 of these guys are gonna be millionaires. What? You're not gonna take 10%? You don't
Yeah.
want like, what are you doing, bro? Like, get out here, dude. Talk to whoever."
That's what I was saying. I think they're just waiting for the work to be done. And
Yeah.
they're just gonna come in and do the easy work.
Well, but that's what
You
Go ahead.
got to be already here though, right? There's
No.
eyes. There's
CAA. They said no. So
No.
we don't got fucking shit out there. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
But they're making visits.
They got it.
They got it.
And now they have to.
Yeah.
I would assume. I mean, this time at least, if they're not.
But why are you not signing all these people to like 3-year deals
Yeah.
and using your brand name? Like, there's got to be some guy that's like a middle level CAA guy or middle level whatever. That's like, oh, I'll go out and rent out a small office and use our brand to book these guys all over Texas and the South and shit like that. It's like, all right, go for it. There's money in it. What are you fucking doing? What else?
Exactly.
And you can bring them out to LA and cut the line like we do with everything. Like, that was why I left LA. It's like, they'd be like, oh, it's your shot next. And I'd be like, cool. And they're like, someone came in with a kid from Idaho, so he's going to actually do the 20 minutes tonight. I'm like, all right, well.
What do you mean with a kid from Idaho?
Like, agencies are connected in all the clubs. So they would find like someone from wherever, Ohio, Idaho, whatever, and be like, all right, we're going to give you like 20 minutes like next month, and you're going to feature and we'll start working you in. And they'd be like, we got to give this guy time. Like, I heard that like 6 times. I was like, I'm fucking done with here.
So it all just
Like, I tell people, like, do not go to LA, have someone drag you there. And then, because you'll get you'll be up. They'll put you up. They'll take care of you. They'll make sure you're seen by everyone. So it's like the people that are actually there, they're like, we can put you on whenever. So whatever. They came to us with this kid. We got to put him on. We got to keep that relationship.
That definitely happens with the Canadians and stuff here,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Which I get.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just, that's how they're doing business. That's not, I was like, and I'm from Chicago. So like, I didn't like LA's style.
How long were you there?
I was down there for college for 4 years and then up in LA for 2. So 6 total.
Damn.
Down there being San Diego?
Orange County
Oh.
for school.
714. That was my area code when I sold mortgages. It was a good area code.
Dude, I would not buy a fucking mortgage for you.
Yeah, you would be surprised.
So I saw this girl's pussy on a Greyhound. Oh, all right.
I think she was 18.
She bought a mortgage.
She had a tattoo. You have to be over 18 to have a tattoo, right? I was under 18, though. I was only 12.
I don't have any. Do you?
I know.
I do, yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah, big ones.
Big, large pieces.
Yeah.
Is it about an exclusive artist? Is that you?
No. Literally just like meth heads needed money, and then they're like, hey, I need $150. I'm like, all right, here's the biggest piece of this magazine. Give me that for $150.
Jesus Christ.
That's how it works.
Well, I've had to spend so many days like sitting in with the extras and stuff because now every fucking tattoo artist is like, oh, I saw my piece of work on that guy in the back corner. So you have to sign releases too. So I was like, if you want to work in Hollywood, do not get fucking tattoos.
Wow.
Or at least get the release form all done because we've had people lose their job over it.
You know, my buddy Muse, he has tattoos everywhere, but they'll just put makeup all over.
Put
him.
makeup, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it
they
looks
have
normal.
to. There's so many weird things that, like shit like that is so frustrating. Like especially if it's like a yin yang sign. The guy's like, no, I did it different, so it's my art. And it's like, dude, you're a piece of shit.
It's one fish.
Yeah.
And
When you did the corporate gig, how much material did you think you had at that time?
I had that was back, I did more stories back then, so I had more material.
You had
It's just,
good 30, 45 minutes that you could have gone.
I just don't like doing stories anymore.
Why?
I think I'm not given the time, so it doesn't make sense to do a 5-10 minute story and then be like, I also prefer to do quick jokes and then a idea joke, quick joke, idea joke. So it's just, I don't know.
But if it would have been your next turn in line in LA,
Yeah, I would have been fine.
well,
It would have been stories.
you would have just started getting 20 minutes feature spots.
Yeah.
At all the good
Well, it'd
clubs,
be
or what?
This was at Ice House I was featuring, so I would have featured for whoever it was.
did you work with Frank Nicotero over there?
Yeah.
Frank's a good buddy of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did lie at his house a lot.
I worked there was a guy, Matt something from Chicago. He got me in. And because that's how LA works. It's someone else gets you in, and then you do whatever shows they have, and open mics and shit. And then it's like, all right, we're going to have you feature for whoever's running this. And then, once the town hears that, then you could go to the next place, be like, yo, I just featured for him. Can I do 5 minutes at the haha? Can I? And then you move up to the Laugh Factory, which that guy fucking hates me, so I couldn't go to the Laugh Factory because back then,
Jamie Messina, extra.
the Muslim dude who owns all the Laugh Factories.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, that's Jamie.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, he fucking hates me,
Tell me.
He's Asian.
dude. No,
Yeah,
he got so mad at me because I wore.
I have an interview with him.
I wore a. I was 20 at the time, so I wore a tank top on stage, and I talked about how I dress and how people perceive me. So if I was in nice clothes, it didn't make sense. And he was like, "Don't, you wore a tank, fuck off." I was like, "Okay, my bad, bro." Sorry. So I was like, "All right." And then I came back, and he was like, "Don't, you're not getting on tonight." I was like, "Okay, sounds good."
But if you went back now,
yeah, I'm sure I'd be fine. I mean, he doesn't remember me.
Yeah.
He doesn't fucking care.
But yeah, my buddy Jay Davis would host a show there every Tuesday, and
Oh, it's a great club. I don't have anything against the club or him.
But-
it's just I was a dumb kid doing stupid kid shit.
Frank Nicotero got me into the club to get me on stage for
the Laugh Factory?
Yeah, to interview Jamie and
That's cool.
a bunch of other people and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to hear it like that because we knew a lot of the same people. It was different times.
Yeah.
I was there from 2007 to 2012, and you were out there
I was 09 to 15.
I also overlapped a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, Laugh Factory, just because he was talking. I would try talking to him about like the comics or whatever, and he's like, no, listen to this. We'll hold we give food to the homeless every Thanksgiving. He would want to talk about all the charity stuff he was doing and stuff, and he didn't want to he didn't want to talk about Richard Pryor being up there. Or
That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah, we want to talk about him.
Play the hits
and what he's been doing for the community and stuff. It was an interesting guy, but very very conceited. Type you're talking. We think he's Muslim, but
I thought it was. I thought that was his big issue. He's like, that's very disrespectful in my culture. I was like, all right, my bad. Like,
he's Vietnamese. They all wear tank tops. What are you fucking talking about? They smoke cigarettes.
But no, the Comedy Store was definitely, the whole time I was there, was the top dog. That's a big part of why I came down here. It's like Joe was like, I want to make Comedy Store too. And I was like, well, if it's close, you're gonna that'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
Because like you could literally go in the green room with like the guy headlining the main room, and it'd be like, oh, I'm doing a belly room show. And they'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Same
How's
green
it
room,
going?
yeah.
But yeah, they're like just hanging out there. I was like, cool. Like,
Well, hanging out at the back bar, the comics bar,
the back
was
bar
so
is tight.
cool. Just being back there. Even out the outside bar, you would hang out with comics. There was.
Were you out in LA or
No.
so? What was your like path? I guess
Virginia to here.
Virginia here. When'd you come out here?
I came in April 4/20, 2021.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
Were you doing it for Kill Tony or comedy or
Just it's a better opportunity for comedy.
yeah?
Kill Tony too. I was a fan before.
See, I wasn't
moved out
like
here.
I wasn't a big Kill Tony guy. Everyone's like, oh, you're going to Austin, you're gonna be on Kill Tony. I was like, I've heard of it. What the fuck? I'm like, yeah.
I did a road show in DC in November 2019.
His Kill Tony? Or something else? Okay.
Kill Tony
gotcha.
they would tour.
Yeah.
Kill Tony, like 1 or 2 shows, and then Tony would do stand-up.
Oh, so you got on
stand-up show.
before you came out here?
Before pandemic.
Oh wow!
Okay.
And before you even came out to Austin,
Yeah.
even.
I drove 2 hours to DC.
I mean, that's fucking worth it.
I didn't know. I bought a ticket, and
Yeah.
I sat, and it was packed in there.
Wow.
In DC.
That had to be so hard for like clubs to be like, okay, we're gonna have like, I'm sure they went to some places where it wasn't huge, and some places where it's like, we're fucking packed. We don't know where to put these people. We don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, 'cause some of those Massachusetts shows, right? It was 400 or 500 people.
Well, even the first night at the Mothership was Derek and Doug got in a street war over selling beer. So like,
Yeah, I mean, just the whole atmosphere. You never see 400 people just anything for anything in this.
well, you had
town.
South by going on, so a ton of people signed up from that. I was like, I don't know these fucking people. People were coming in from like San Antonio, Houston,
Missouri.
Lubbock.
There was everywhere. Yeah.
Like,
But you were at the store when they were doing Potluck and Kill Tony.
yeah.
And that
But I was never.
But it was crazy back then too.
Yeah, but I didn't really do it that much
You
it was
didn't try to
just
sign
like,
up at all?
No. I was like late to podcasts. I didn't know, and I was like, whatever. What the fuck? What do you guys like about this? And they're like, it's cool. Do you not own the internet? I was like, you mean the porn thing? Like I wasn't
The port machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was more. Yeah, I was just dumb.
Oh,
I guess it's I was a fucking idiot. Like I should have. But like Connor Corsentino, do you know him? He's down here from LA. He got on when it was on in LA. I was like, oh, that's what it's at,
Yeah. I was 4 months into stand-up, and it was very bad.
Yeah.
When I did it.
Well, it's funny. We talked a little about it, but like Kellen got on, and he's only been doing stand-up like 8 months, and it's like he just was like playing afterwards. I was like, dude, are you upset? Are you not? What's going on? Like he's like, well, I didn't get Secret Show, and like I try not to get emotional about any of it. I was like, okay.
That's a good mentality.
Yeah, but then like 2 days ago, we went to see John Wick 4, and like halfway through the movie, he's like, I was sad. I was like, stop it.
It did boost. It's a confidence boost too.
Yeah.
You're doing 15-person open mics. You're doing to being on stage in a sold out room.
Yeah.
Like, where else
Yeah.
is that gonna happen?
Right. No, and it definitely, you get all the people online watching it. You got, he was like, yeah, I got like a few more Instagram followers. People hit me up being like, oh, very funny. I see what they write on Reddit, like shit like that. I was like, that's fucking, you don't get that everywhere.
It's cool.
Yeah.
So
It's a good thing.
what was it like to be in Washington and get called up from the audience?
I was shaking. I
Yeah.
was physically shaking on stage. Very, very nervous.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Because my plan was to not do stand up until after Kill Tony. I was planning on doing Kill Tony as my first set.
You want to Kill Tony to be your first
Yeah.
set. I've seen a lot of those folks that do that.
Yeah, but after the third time of not getting up, I said, "Fuck it." And
Yeah.
just go
You
on.
got to start running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was my plan, was to just have that holy shit moment. I'm still doing the same minute that I would have done 8 months ago or whatever. You know,
Right.
I'm still got that same minute I would have done for Kill Tony. I just never got to do it. You know, so I wanted to not be known as a comic before I got there, but now fucking Tony knows who I am. Hey, everybody knows who the fuck I am. I still haven't done it. You know, it's a little disappointing to me. I wanted to be known for that
For the
moment.
minute.
Yeah. Not be known for the stalker guy who never gets on. You know,
Well, it
it's
is one of those
fucking-
things too. Go ahead.
You're not a stalker.
Oh, you should hear some of the stuff. They tell me to my face. I don't know what they say behind my back, dude.
Well, then you're not that afraid of the stalker.
No.
I have a very calm stalker that I just
Yeah.
go up to and chat with.
Yeah.
My stalkers give me oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah. I'll give
These
you.
are good.
All stalkers should give them a cream pie. That's what they're
Oh,
doing
God, Chad, you were on your side and you had to do
it for.
that.
See, that's what happens. So Tony goes, "Don't get weird." And I go, "Ah, fuck." What am I supposed to do now?
So I never got down to DC and how's the Virginia scene?
It's good.
It's good. Yeah.
It's gotten a lot better since I left.
I feel like everything's kind of gotten back. I mean, I think Florida's exactly how I left it. I don't think it's changed at all.
I was in Richmond.
So so you had
So
Like 2 hours from
it's like a big
DC.
art school.
that's the
Public art.
capital, right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
There you go. Went from one capital to another. No, but the scene's gotten bigger. Now there's 2 clubs. There's a Funny Bone and there's an independent club, Sandman. It's downtown. So they get a lot of the acts that
Does that have
don't
anything-
have contracts with Funny Bone.
Right.
Does it have anything to do with Sandler?
No, not at all. It's some Michigan guys. Last name is Sands.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Or
But that's also
Wisconsin.
good, like, to have the Funny Bone there because you can pick up the contract and start traveling and shit.
That was one of my first jobs. I was a server at the Funny Bone.
Funny Bone.
I was 19.
Oh wow,
I couldn't taste the drinks.
but you can work.
2012.
Here they let bartenders who are under 21. It's
Yeah.
like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's like, you've never drank it in your life. How are you tending bar? He's like, just pour it.
Rubber chicken.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, some states don't even let you be around the alcohol.
No.
Like you can't even check out alcohol at a grocery store in some states if you're under 21. You know, I've seen that where like somebody else has to walk over and check it out for you because that person's under
Yeah.
21. You know, Oklahoma's like that.
Where Wisconsin doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Just fucking take it.
They're pretty lenient on the DUIs too. Huh?
Oh, they don't give a
Just a
shit.
ticket.
They get mad at us because we had Illinois plates, so they'd all like if you were drunk driving in Wisconsin
With
don't
an
do that. With an
out-of-state plate.
plate. But yeah, like 16-year-olds can drink at bars with their parents. No one gives a fuck. Like I think any age can drink at bars with their parents. If you got like a 10-year-old, I like give him a bud. I'm like okay.
I think that's law in
Parents
Texas
consent.
too.
Yeah.
As long as the parents are okay with
I
it?
think Texas is
Wow.
20.
With the
I
parents.
think the kid has to be 19 or 20.
Okay.
Because my restaurant doesn't do it. I've had like multiple people be like, "What the fuck? I'm his dad." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, we just corporate." We
That's
don't do
a
it."
thing though.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So it's like it's up to the distributors.
Wow. But the kid's an adult. He's over 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm still his
And his
dad.
dad's
He has to vouch for him still.
Well, but
that's
like,
funny.
and on the other hand, it's like just go home and give him a beer. It's
Yeah,
lunch.
why drink here?
You don't
Why-
have to
yeah.
have a
Yeah.
fucking IPA with your pizza, bro. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Have a Pepsi. You guys throw Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Yeah.
I'm a Pepsi guy.
I'm
I
a
like
Pepsi
Pepsi
guy.
too.
Dude,
Yeah.
Culver's just changed to Pepsi. I haven't been back.
Huh.
I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Fix that
Yeah.
shit.
That's cool that Culver's is a Pepsi.
It was, now it's not.
It
They
changed
switched the
It
color.
was Coke, but now it's Pepsi.
No,
No.
it was Pepsi, now it's Coke.
Oh, I see.
I used to get the Mountain Dew with it every time. I was like, this cheese curds and
yeah,
Mountain Dew,
yeah.
mixed great. I'm not
Coke
doing
got
mellow
'em.
yellow. I'm not a fucking lunatic.
I tried Culver's for the first time here in Austin.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's all right. They have a good mushroom Swiss burger. They have good yogurt, whatever it is, frozen yogurt shit.
Well, like I always get asked like that or like In-N-Out and shit. I'm like, you only get the burger and it's okay.
I like P. Terry's over In-N-Out, really.
Yeah.
There's no variety to the In-N-Out menu.
Yeah, it's 3 burgers. Same with P. Terry's though. It's It's
At least Pete Terry's has a chicken sandwich.
Oh, they do. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, like before the pandemic too, Culver's had like a pulled pork that was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
have fish. I don't know if they have the
Rubens?
fish stuff down here.
Oh yeah, the
Rubens.
Reuben. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you can switch it up.
Yeah,
Whatever.
they have a variety.
Yeah.
It's not just a burger.
Yeah. They got chicken for the kids. Whatever.
That's kind of where Whataburger stands out a little bit too. I guess they have a little bit more than if you want a late night burger. It's like Whataburger, In-N-Out, or
That's what
P.
always
Terry's.
gets me in trouble. It's like, oh, Whataburger, and I'm like, well, I'll also get the chicken. Obviously, I want a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I want to mix it up when I'm
Get it
drinking
all.
my 3 glasses of whiskey at 3 a.m.
Yeah, we had P. Terry's last night after the show, just because nobody else was fucking open. Fucking Denny's was closed.
Denny's?
I walk into Denny's at 11:59. Like, no, we're closing. Like,
I thought you said Diddy's.
Denny's. I still got the stuffed
I
up
was
nose.
like, Diddy dog?
That's fucking
I heard that
nose.
too.
My stuffed up
Is
nose.
Diddy Dog good?
Yeah.
I hear it's fucking
It's
awesome.
it's a great
I
food
gotta try
truck.
that.
Diddy dog. I have not. Denny's was closed.
I got a little Denny story. Okay.
Let's hear it.
The other day, I just woke up. We get this ring on the doorbell, and it's loud as fuck. The doorbell's very loud. None of us use it. My roommate opens the door, reaches down. It's a bag of Denny's,
So
and he's just like, "It's Denny's."
It's just some
It's like,
Uber.
did you order that? It's like, no. Did you order that? No. You want some Denny's, bro?
That was probably me. I dropped it off at the wrong fucking house.
So I wake up and just start digging into these chocolate chip pancakes. There's eggs, there's bacon, hash browns, French toast, and like
The
I,
neighbors-
I start digging into the pancakes, and there's another ring on the doorbell,
Yeah.
oh god.
and it's not the DoorDash driver. Now this is the gay neighbor, and he rang it like 5 times, and we didn't.
You're just eating the fucking pancakes,
Look.
watching them through the door.
I would never open someone's packages or their mail, but
Right.
I'll eat your fucking Denny's.
Yeah, it's gonna go bad. It's not.
I felt a little bit bad, but
Yeah.
he can just
We order
use
it.
the DoorDash.
Yeah.
He'll get credit,
You'll,
right?
you'll be fine. There's kids in Africa starving. You're gonna let those pancakes go
But
bad?
you know how it is.
Yeah.
You order something like that, you're watching the tracker, you're waiting for it.
Yeah.
You're fucking hungry. You're now it's
You don't wanna wait another
watch
2
it-
hours,
You
no.
watch it get delivered to the house across the street, and
They won't answer the
Well,
fucking
and
door.
sometimes they send a picture, so it's like I know that's not my door. I know that door.
I have your doormat on my fucking phone.
yeah, all the little dust and the dirt is in the same. Okay, you can match it up. It's this house.
Yeah.
So during COVID in Florida, Amazon would tell you when the guy is like close to your house, so that like you could be like not on your stoop. I guess I don't know. No one's drinking 40s on stoops in Florida, but I would always run out, and so when they're taking a picture, I'd be in the picture with my box. I'd be like, "Yeah, man, look, let's do it." It's like there's no way you get in trouble for this one. But DoorDash drivers too, we have them at my place, and they always leave without their full order. They're just like, we put the pizzas down, and we're like, oh, I gotta get like your cheese bread and the marinara,
And they walk out?
just walk out, and I'm like, well, I guess.
Why do they do that?
Because they're dumb.
Do they really just?
They just don't know.
Is the stereotype they're really eating the people's food? Do they
That's my
I mean,
joke, but that's what I do. I mean, so I have a 99% Uber Eats rating. The reason why is because if it's gonna be a bad order, if you're giving me shit over the text, I will cancel that fucking shit,
Yeah,
and you
right.
can't rate me bad. So now I'm stuck
I
with your food.
gotcha.
And if you're being a dick anyway, or you didn't put like, hey, I'm on the 3rd floor or whatever, or this building, I'm like, I'm here. I'm where it says. Where are you at? And I could probably figure it out.
Right.
But if they're an asshole about it, I'm like, I ain't figuring this shit out. Especially if it's something good.
We do like
Like a
because
pizza?
I serve, and you have to drop off the pizzas and like check the ticket, make sure they have everything, and they run out sometimes. And you're like, the fucking idiot. But like they're always like, oh, how long for the pizzas? And like DoorDash just won't update their system to be like, it's 30 minutes to cook these. So it always is at like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So we're always like, it's 10 more minutes, and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, homie, I don't want you here either. Like, I'm not like enjoying hanging out with you. Like, just shut the fuck up. The second it comes out, I give it to you.
DoorDash has to wait. Uber Eats, I can go excessive wait time, and somebody else will come pick it up later. I can just walk out and go do another one.
I had a guy do that to me the other day. I was like, he's like, I'm gone. And I was like, it's right here.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Too late. Someone else. I was like, dude, it's like a $200 order.
What does that mean? Sensitive wait time?
Excessive wait time.
Excessive.
Yeah. So if they're taking too long, it's costing me money. It's not worth the $8 anymore for me to stand here and wait for this pizza. So I'll go do another order. Yeah.
And they'll just get someone else in the area.
So someone else will come by because they'll be ready by then, and it'll be cold by then.
It's also a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I tell you 10 minutes and you mark excessive wait time, and the next guy gets it in like 2 and then gets over there, and it just comes out of the oven. Like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so they give it a little bit of time. But what I hate is when the restaurant's closed and they still send it to me. Like somebody marked it closed, and then they'll send it to me going, "Oh, go check it out," basically, and it'll be fucking closed. And they knew this shit was closed because the other guy said it was closed, and I still have to go back. That pisses me off. I bitch at Uber for that stuff.
Well, also it's like the second our doors close, if there are any orders, we're taking.
Oh, really?
These are ours.
I come to those fucking places like it says it's ready.
No, we lock the doors and we're like, that sucks.
Yeah,
because we don't really care about you guys making money. We don't care about DoorDash making money. The guy is probably drunk or high.
You got to get home. Yeah, you've already done your shift.
I got a large pizza. I'm happy.
Yeah, you're done.
My girl's happy when I come home.
Uber refunds it.
Daddy got food.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like a caveman. That's fucking.
But Uber makes so much money off those things. They charge like an extra 30% on the food to begin with, and then they charge delivery fees and everything else. So
that's my girl always DoorDash. I was like, we got a spot on Rainy so that we can have food, right? Like, so be like New York. I was like,
let's go walk.
We can walk everywhere. It's fine. And she's like, nah, I just DoorDash Chipotle. I was like, it's 5 minutes away.
I hate buildings like yours too. There's no fucking parking.
There's no parking.
You have to go 8 floors. You can't find the door to get in.
No, I would highly recommend any DoorDash or Uber not allow via 313.
If I see your place or whatever, I'm like, you want to meet me downstairs? If they don't, cancel. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah.
Can I go to the bathroom, Chad?
Yeah, dude. Since you got here late, I understand. Totally understandable. I'm just kidding. All the way to the back corner to the right. You're fine.
He's still taking his morning wood pee.
Yeah. It's good.
How long have you DoorDashed? Is that just a recent thing?
All the way. Keep on going to the left, back corner. You see it? Yeah. I've been doing it for a couple of years now. I was doing it part time, after the pandemic, because after I lost the businesses, I had to fill in for the extra money I kept on losing. And at first, it was doing all right, but then I just kept on losing more and more money. And then it's now I'm just paying to live, with DoorDash.
It seems like it's not bad.
It can be okay.
That's fucking creepy.
You didn't close the door all the way. Look at that. And we actually got it on the camera angle of the ghost coming in. So I've had really good days, but I also had $30 days or something. My acceptance rate is 14%. I don't accept every order. I accept very few orders. I try to get over $10 and under 10 miles.
Okay. What's the so you get a percentage, right? So if I bring in a $500 order, do you get a percentage of that?
Sometimes, yeah, but it's heavily dependent on the tips, really. So if you don't, it's say the delivery is 5 miles, and if it's a $5 delivery for that, I won't do that. Because basically you tip me $2 or $3, yeah. But if it's 5 miles and it's an $8 or $7 or $8 or $9 delivery, fuck yeah, I'll jump on that, because that means you probably tip $7 or $6, right. And then you care about your food, you won't get in there. So I'll try to do those ones, but usually my deliveries are I try to get the 15 miles for $20. So I'm driving. It's a lot of driving time, right. And it's only one order. It's a lot of.
Well, that's the other funny thing is we get people who have double orders, and it's homie, this is not.
Yeah.
You got your first one, and it's 10 minutes on the other one. Where are you gonna?
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Now they have to do two drivers, double fees, double pays. What I like is Uber will do carts, so I'll pick up for one person at one thing, and I'll go pick up from another restaurant for the same customer. I'll drop both restaurants off at the same house and get double paid, basically. So that's kind of a nice little benefit to Uber. Talk about delivering.
Our country is so fucking fat.
Yeah, I'm trying
People
not
get
to buy.
two different DoorDashes from different restaurants to the same house.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't compromise and be like, yeah, we're doing McDonald's tonight. So,
I was doing it more than I should have been when I couldn't drive. Like, fuck, I know I got nothing to eat right now at home.
It's so expensive, though.
It really is.
Why would I pay $13? I mean, fuck, you're paying $20 for a burger to get to your house.
I'm going to ask somebody to take me to the grocery store.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
I didn't do that before my girl got out here.
Lift to the grocery store and lift back.
Then you're talking $30 again, for just the fees.
No, I literally like hung out and I was like, yeah, man, if you're ever going to Costco, let me know. Like, my car's not here for a month.
I've been that.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah,
I hope I get a fat settlement.
Yeah, from the
the insurance, that'd be good, man.
Fucking hate Mexican people. Could you buy the car insurance like the rest of us?
Yeah.
You
know what? I
joke,
hate slow Mexican walkers. It makes no sense. Well, not any Latino. I'm like, you walked here from Nicaragua, and that now you're walking at this pace. Like, how long did it take you? 12 years? Like, Jesus Christ, guys, move! You got somewhere to go.
On 6th Street.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing, bro? Okay, the worst was.
Are you uncomfortable? Jump out in the chat.
I'm just wondering how many beers it takes for Zach to get racist. It looks like 5.
I had 2 at home. We're at 7.
No beers.
Before we talk about Mexicans.
Also, it takes 0 beers for me to get racist. Oh fuck.
Nah, it's good. I'm loving these clips. They're gonna be good.
That's what I like to hear. We're gonna put all the cancelable stuff right up there on its own.
Tag you
and
and
a
everything.
nice little
Tag East Austin Comedy Club and Zach Leboza.
Yeah. They're already fucking pissed at me for fucking not door guying last night. I got someone to cover the shift. What's the big deal?
East Austin?
That's East Austin.
Well,
I love that room.
I like the room,
awesome.
but I got Roscoe's offered me 15 minutes. And I was like, I'll get in.
Roscoe's, I heard about it. Let me
It's a
check
cool
that
place.
out. Yeah.
It's cool.
How much
the
would
green
you?
room's dope.
How much would you have made working at East Austin?
It's 25 a shift plus tips. So I probably made more at Roscoe's.
Really?
Yeah.
So, wow.
Well, especially
In
like
15
Saturday
minutes.
night.
In 15 minutes.
Saturday night, no one tips. They're all hammered already. And you're
shit.
like, yeah, it's free wine. And they're like, that's all I need to hear. And you're like,
Wait, so
but
people
there's a
don't
giant-
fucking tip?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. That's
No, like I'd say the best nights, oddly enough, probably Tuesday, Wednesday. Because
Wow.
people are like, they went to work. They're not hammered. It's early. Like if I work, it's from like 7 till 12. So it's like, I'm fucking wiped. Whereas I went to Roscoe's, I did 15 minutes, like fucked off.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you get tipped out as door guys at Vulcan?
Yeah, it's a percent of the bar tip.
That's tight. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you check IDs for them and stuff, so.
Yeah.
I know that would help.
Yeah,
well, like all the
that's
bars, when I worked at the Ritz in Florida.
We check IDs. We have to set up the tables. You know, sometimes
You have to set up the tables?
We set up the tables. We have to we're constantly moving them.
Yeah.
Sometimes there'll be we'll have a rave that goes on until 2. We don't get out until 3:30 a.m.
Yeah. Wow.
And then we got to come in the next day and so the floors. There's no tables and chairs upstairs or downstairs.
Yeah.
And we got to come in. And we have a comedy show the next day. And
Yeah.
we have to set everything up. So
Where are those tables at?
There's different storage areas.
Oh, so just around?
They're in the building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's stack them and like play Tetris about where.
So there's too many in this room. Go to another room. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're building tables and just there was times we were packing more people in.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you guys mop?
And then we mop.
Yeah.
We sweep. We mop.
I've never worked a place where I have to sweep and mop, and now I'm sweeping and mopping. I was like, the fuck is this? It drives me nuts. I fucking hate mopping. I'd rather move fucking tables.
It's a little better than taking out trash.
Yeah.
Moving
But
tables.
it's on the same.
Moving tables sucks though.
Moving tables.
From the upstairs to the downstairs.
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's
the
shitty.
stools.
Well, my thing is like I like anything that I can just have my headphones in and go. And just like let me like when I open, I'm like fuck it. I'd like tell them I was like, do not have someone else open with me. I'll open alone. I'll save you guys that $1.
It is cool sometimes. We're joking around
Yeah.
and fucking with each other.
Well, you got all comics. I got fucking civilians who want to tell me about their like grasshopper collection.
But do you think that makes you funnier? Where you're the only funny person around. Look at these
It doesn't
look
make
at
me
these peasants.
funnier.
It gives you a different.
I think. Well, first off, there's no competing over bits. Like I've worked with comics, and it's like something funny will happen to us, and it's like, well, whose is it? And it's like you have a conversation. And it's like, well, it's Chad's. And it's like, fuck, I like that one.
Well, I think you can write your own version of that same situation.
Well, like something that just happened to us.
Right.
There's a kid that I work with that does ballet, And I was like, oh, cool. Like, whatever. And then he was like, yeah, we got a big one coming out next month. I was like, oh, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, it's a ballet based on the Holocaust. I was like, fucking just put it right in my lap and give me that. I'll play with that. Then whereas if I had like 6 comics, we'd be like, yo, do you know what yeah. So like, it would help having us all like shoot bits around, but like at the end of the day, it's someone's bit.
I like how if I couldn't get on stage, if I could make the rest of the door staff laugh, or the whole bar,
you're like, that's a keeper.
Good,
yeah. I don't have that.
It just gave me that satisfaction.
If I make these people laugh, I'm like, he's on heroin, so he could use it.
No, that's why I started this, because I was the funniest guy in the room. I always like to be that comic relief. Try to be witty, or give them the snaps and stuff. And that's why I did this. And I'm like, and I'm not the funniest guy in the room anymore.
But it's so much better to not be.
Yeah.
Do you guys compete at all? Is it like do you think?
Not really, but we're trying to be funny.
Right.
Funny.
But like, would you ever leave? Be like, yo, I was absolutely the fucking funniest today.
No,
I fucking nailed it.
I mean, in my head, maybe. In my own head.
Right. Well, that's what. Yeah. So there is a level of like when I go home, I was like, well, everyone else doesn't know what a fucking joke is. Like, I nailed it today. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen when you didn't push it all the way.
I never push it all the way.
That's what she says.
Zach, push it in all the way.
Yeah. Anyways,
what are we thinking? We're at like 4:30.
Yeah, we gotta get over to the. What time are you working today? You working at 5? What are you doing?
I gotta go open the bar. I'm bar backing tonight. Just talking for a pure fun comedy show.
What time does that start?
8.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
What time you gotta be there?
5.
Oh, so you gotta get going.
Yeah. I'm very big piece of shit. I love
No,
you
man.
guys.
I appreciate you coming down. We made a little extra time for you, but I didn't mean to cut into your work time.
No, not at all. I do
have anything to
appreciate
promote?
it.
Podcast or
come
shows?
check out Sunset Strip, guys.
Yeah.
I'm taking this shirt off soon.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. Revealed on this podcast.
Chad, anything?
No, I'll probably go try to do Hans's show in a little while.
Go to see Date Show with ChadO.
Other people.
Doing the Creekland Cave open mic tonight.
Are you on the list?
On the list.
Oh, wow. Did they email you, or do you just guess?
Just got the email.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Congratulations. And also go to Roscoe's. They treated me very well.
Dude, I met the owner of Roscoe's, Chris.
Yeah, dude, he's so
super nice guy. I love him. He's big and sexy.
Well, very cool. Well, definitely there's a lot of stuff to happen.
Who do we got next week?
Next week we are going to have... no. What is next week? The 2nd, right?
Oh, so it's that chick?
Yeah, it's that chick, Chloe. I think next week's the 2nd. Let me double check what the date is.
Chloe's the shit.
Yeah, Chloe's really good. She's a newest crew member at Mothership, and she's a really funny comic. Just beat cancer, so she'll be a good little guest there.
She would love my jokes.
She'll probably be on time.
Talk about.
Hey, yeah, she probably will be.
Yeah, I was like, this motherfucker did it to me twice. I'm gonna hold you to it.
It really wasn't on purpose.
Yeah. I think it's becoming a bit now.
It's not. Yeah, now it's his gig.
Yeah.
No. Now, if you show up on time, all our 7 fans are gonna be like, "What the fuck?
What the hell? This guy's unpredictable."
Nah. All right, close out the show so I can piss.
All right. Well, I'm ChadO. This has been an ATX comedy review. Thank you, Zach Leboza. Thank you for coming by, Monford Davis. Appreciate you guys stopping in and doing this show. We out.
Fuck yeah.